Empty net goal to seal the victory for the Rockford Ice Hogs. Colin Delia has been magnificent for the Ice Hogs. 33 saves in Game 2 action. Eric Comrie, his counterpart, he would have 18 saves. The Ice Hogs 1 for 4 on the power play in Game number 2. They have the AHL's Calder Cup playoffs best power play unit, looking to continue that trend going into tonight, and they kept Manitoba off the board on the man advantage. They were 0 for 3. For the Ice Hogs, they're rolling right along here in the playoffs, a 5-game postseason winning streak. The last team to do so in the AHL, that was Lake Erie back in 2016. They won 9 straight games en route to a Calder Cup championship. And for the Ice Hogs, it is their longest winning streak in AHL team history. They are one shy of tying the mark that they would reach in the UHL back in 2007 with 6 consecutive victories. Talking about that power play, a 7-game power play goal scoring streak for the Hogs, and that has them with 13 power play goals over those 7 games, going 13 for 39. Adam Clendenning, Chris DiDomenico, and Cody Franson leading the charge there. For the most part, though, the Ice Hogs have been away from BMO Harris Bank Center. They have been pure road warriors. In fact, just 2 home games since April 1st. Their last home game was April 22nd. That was 17 days ago. So the Ice Hogs have not been in Rockford all that long, but that last game, Game 2 against Chicago, was quite the victory for the Ice Hogs en route to that first round series sweep. Chris DiDomenico, the hot hand for the Ice Hogs. He is tied for 3rd in the AHL postseason scoring rate with 8 points. 6 points have come on the power play. The Hogs know they're going to have to defend home ice. They are 1-9-1-1 against Manitoba here at the BMO since 2009-2010. And in fact, this year in the regular season head-to-head showdown, they went 0-1-1. So both teams have been quite successful on the road against each other. And the Ice Hogs look to do so by having a better start in the first period. The coaching staff and the players feel like that's the one part of their game they need to be the best at, as Manitoba has been very good at the initial pushes and generating the first scoring chances in both Games 1 and Game 2. The Ice Hogs looking to smother that going into tonight's showdown. But for Manitoba, they, much like the Ice Hogs, have been road warriors. They are 2-1 on the road this postseason, and they had the 3rd best road record in the AHL's regular season, going 25-9-2-2, a winning percentage of a .711. So they're going to try and take this crowd out of it rather early on. They have a very young team as they have been plagued with injuries and call-ups. 18 AHL playoff debuts heading into tonight's Game 3 action. They're going to try and get forward Chase DeLeo rolling along. He leads his club with 7 points, but 0 have come in the series against the Rockford Ice Hogs. Well, we're going to head on down to ice level for the presentation of our colors and our national anthem. On the other side, we'll have the YMCA starting lineup and the opening puck drop here of game number 3. Enjoy the anthem, everybody.
My native land, true patriot love, in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Now we honor America and the men and women serving our country here at home and overseas with the performance of the American National Anthem. Please welcome Mike Thompson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets its red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wrapping up both the Canadian and United States national anthems here at BMO Harris Bank Center. Joseph Zakshesky with you for Game 3 action of the Central Division Finals. The Rockford Ice Hogs lead the Manitoba Moose 2-0. First game on home ice for Rockford. Joseph Zakshesky with you alongside Tim Mattilla. And Tim, let's go ahead and dive right on in to tonight's YMCA starting lineup. The YMCA of the Rock River Valley offers several programs to challenge your mind and body. For membership information, look for them up on the web at rockfordymca.org. No surprise here, Colin Delia in goal for the Ice Hogs. He is 5-0 here in the playoffs, and he has the second best goals against average at a 1.52 and the best save percentage at a .949. Victor Svedberg will be on defense to start with Cody Franson, John Hayden, Tyler Sakura, and Andreas Martinson, the starting forward line. For the Manitoba Moose, it'll be Eric Comrie. He was in goal for both Games 1 and Game 2. He's ready to roll here again tonight. He has the 13th best goals against average at a 2.89. Jan Kostelek on defense with Cameron Schilling, the former Ice Hog, Buddy Robinson, Patrice Cormier, and J.C. Lapon, the starting forward group. Ice Hogs wearing their home reds this evening. They'll be going from left to right. Puck is down, and here we go for Game 3 action. Ice Hogs with the puck inside the offensive zone. Martinson behind the net. They'll go to the far corner for John Hayden. Going back to Martinson. Intercepted by Kostelek, who will get it to the blue line. Not out of the zone, however. Keeping it alive on the back check was Hayden. He'll spin it right back below the goal line. And Martinson, big hit to get things started as he took down Cameron Schilling behind the net. Puck comes free to the far corner. Martinson throws it off the outside shoulder of the goaltender. Looking for that tough angled shot, and he got it through. Comrie with the save. And the Moose will guide this one out to center and dump it on down. First half minute gone in this one as Chris DiDomenico bringing it into the offensive zone. Kicked ahead for David Camp, who has it bank off of his skates. And on through to Comrie, who will squeeze it tight and grab the game's first face-off. Just 45 seconds gone by here in the first period. And Tim, we talked about in that very brief pregame show, the Ice Hogs need to have a good start. They've conceded the first goal of the game in each of the last 4 contests. They know they need to come out swinging against the Manitoba team that's been quite good away from Winnipeg.
Have they been physical throughout the playoffs? Because that was a great first shift. I mean, they were throwing bodies around. Andreas
Martinson, the big wallop behind the net on Cameron Schilling. The Ice Hogs with the offensive zone face-off will go right back to work. They toss it on Comrie right off the draw. Has to come up with another save to the blue line. Long-distance shot coming from Carl Dahlstrom, and Comrie has to squeeze that tight. So another good first shift for the Ice Hogs in that unit. Chris DiDomenico, leading point producer for the Ice Hogs here in the playoffs. Rides a nice little point streak coming into tonight as well. DiDomenico, a 5-game point streak, 3 goals and 5 assists. They know they're going to have to rely on him to help get some of this offense going.
Yeah, and listening to you talk in the pregame, number 1 power play and number 2 on penalty kill, you're going to win a lot of games that way.
Ice Hogs, another offensive zone face-off. Camp to the blue line, left point. He's got Dahlstrom. Ends up going ramped off his stick and down to the near corner for Lance Boma. Boma to DiDomenico, top of the right circle. He'll cycle it down for David Camp. Camp's going to beat everyone to the loose puck and take it for a waltz himself. David Camp outside of the near dot. Now goes to the corner. Shakes off a defender. Great move by Camp to the blue line. He's got Dahlstrom. Wrist shot blocked aside. As stepping in the way there for the Moose was Cam McLeese. Puck rolls back behind the net. Boma trying to get it back. Goes to Camp again, but rolls away from him and out to center ice. Manitoba knocks this one away from DiDomenico. They're in the middle of a change, though. Here's Michael Spacek. He'll bring it around behind the net of Colin Dealey. Now throw it up the far side. Another big hit coming, and the puck lays loose. Adam Clendenning will step in for the Ice Hogs. 2 minutes gone by here in period number 1. Ice Hogs already with 3 shots on goal. And they're looking to get the breakout out of their own zone. Colin Delia having to steer this one behind his own net. On to Clendenning again. Adam Clendenning along with Chris DiDomenico. and Cody Franzen. They have been the big-time point producers for Rockford so far in the playoffs, so far in the series. But Clendenning loses this one out to the blue line. Go to Vets. Lets it go from the left point, and Delia has to make his first save of the contest. Luke Johnson will pull it out of the fire for the Hogs from behind their own net. Left side for Victor Aichel. He'll get it out to center. Manitoba at the red line. They're trying to complete a change. They'll just dump it right back in. There to pick it up, here's Dahlstrom, right wing side for Matthew Highmore. Highmore will spin between his own circles and rush the puck out to center. Left side for Aichel. He did not get all of it, and this will go down for an icing call here early in the opening period. No score, shots 3-1 for Rockford. Good first push, and the Ice Hawks know they have to keep their foot on the gas pedal a little bit. This is, again, a Manitoba Moose team that had the third best road power play, so if the Moose want to get any momentum, it's probably going to have to start with a good offensive chance and try and get this crowd here at the BMO Harris Bank Center off their game.
You know, when did they get to Rockford? How long have they been here? Yesterday?
Yesterday afternoon.
And they practiced here or no? This morning or
this morning?
Yesterday?
This morning. They did not skate this yesterday.
Okay.
Ice Hogs will win the draw inside their zone right wing of Colin Delia and break the puck out through center ice. Here's Victor Aichel. Aichel, long distance wrister, goes behind the net, but picks it up on the other side. Skates it over, right wing corner, looking for options. Tanner Caro could not collect, and the Moose will tap it out to center. Delayed offside against the Hogs. So taking an extra look around is Julian Melchiori. Melchiori, right wing side. Moose get a distant shot away. Buddy Robinson fires it in on Delia, and a nice right pad save coming from the goaltender. First real big chance for Manitoba, and now the Ice Hogs get caught, turnover, and Robinson has it again. Robinson across for Lemieux, back to Robinson, in skates, good defense. Darren Radish tying up Robinson on the give and go, 2-on-1. Darren Radish takes the puck behind the net. Lemieux had the clean shot, but he thought Robinson would have had a better chance if he went back over to the far wing, and the Ice Hog defense had him all tangled up. Brendan Lemieux, 5 points in his last 5 games for Manitoba. They're going to need him to help pick up some production here, and he got a golden chance there, but elected to pass instead of take the shot here early in the first. Moose right side, Chase DeLeo is offside, and that'll bring ourselves a stoppage. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the lineup adjustments. Here, Tim Mattilla for the Ice Hogs. Plain and simple, there are no adjustments for them coming out of game 2. As for the Manitoba Moose, a big question on whether or not Sami Niku, the defenseman, HL first team selection, would he play today? And he is listed, but has yet to take his first shift, so we'll keep an eye on him. But it was questionable whether or not he would step out there. Nelson Nogier becomes the healthy scratch. There is no Peter Stojkovic, the blue liner. So Charles David Baudouin has to step out, and he'll be looking to make his postseason debut. Ice Hogs with the puck in the offensive zone, left to right. They're skating with it. Tyler Sakura, drop pass between the circles, intercepted by Scarbosa, and he will flip it out to center ice. 15:52 to go in the first period. Ice Hogs bringing it back on through the neutral zone. Here's Victor Svedberg. Svedberg, far wing, goes across, leaning in for John Hayden, but led it a little too far, and the Moose will spin it right back out to center ice. Brody Sutter turns it over at the Ice Hog blue line to Adam Clendenning. He'll go up the middle for DiDomenico. Back to Clendenning. He'll reanalyze. Now right side for Lance Boma. Boma one-on-one into the offensive zone. Cuts, drops it off. He's got Camp. Walks out in front. Pad save. Rebound by Comrie. It's underneath him, but the whistle sounds. DiDomenico right there on the doorstep. But Comrie pulls it in and gets the whistle. Now Lance Boma will get into a shoving match. But great play by David Camp to curl at the bottom of the right circle and try and walk around Comrie. Comrie dropped down to make the save pretty early on, so he tried to go and move around him. But he holds on long enough as we take a look at the replay. Great move by Camp and a good right leg there by Eric Comrie to fully extend and deny the Ice Hogs the opening tally here early in the first period.
A nice drop pass by Boma for sure, and then great patience by Kemp.
Face off to the right side of Comrie. Ice Hogs, that was their 5th shot they've been firing away since the opening face-off. Moose will win this one and rip it around the boards. Up the near side past Lemieux and out to center. DiDomenico back to help out with Clendenning pinching in. Ice Hogs tag back up at their own line. DiDomenico across, intercepted by Robinson. Drop pass for Lemieux. He'll slash this one in the offensive zone. David Camp gets it but turns it right back over. Here's Schilling over to the far wing. Wrister on its way, blocked. Ends up in front of Delia, and the Ice Hogs swat it to safety. That one lay loose for a moment, but Camp, first one on it. Lead pass in on Boma. Boma had it lost off his stick and exploded away. Jake Kulovic got a piece of it and ends up rolling in on Eric Comrie, and Comrie being forced to once again hold on for a defensive zone faceoff for Manitoba.
Well, you've mentioned Lemieux a couple times, and that's Claude Lemieux's son, correct? Yes, it is.
3 goals, 2 assists for him, 5 points over 7 games, and as I mentioned, 5 points over his last 5. He picked up the goal in game number 2 for Manitoba, and it turned out to be their only contest. Luke Johnson swooping in to take this face-off. So Brendan Lemieux, you mentioned the son of a Stanley Cup champion. Moose are going to win this one away and flip it out to center, just over the blue line, taken there by Chase DeLeo. DeLeo 7 points to lead this Moose group in the postseason, 2 goals and 5 assists. Moose are going to try and get him going here in this series. Nothing for him so far. Puck rolls off of DeLeo and into the near corner of Delia. 14:29 to play in the first period. Ice Hawks get the turnover, but a little miscommunication on the breakout, and it'll stay inside the defensive zone. Radish will have to catch another dump in. Moose sending 2 men in. Radish running into some trouble, outgunned for the time being. Now gets support as Gustav Forsling will come in. Forsling knocks it loose, and in comes Highmore to take it away. Scarbosa, meanwhile, lost his helmet. He has to abandon the play for Manitoba. Highmore will get it right on into the offensive zone. Left wing circle has Luke Johnson. Wrister gets blocked. Ends up behind the net. Johnson lays it around to Matthew Highmore. Comes up the near wing. Franson pinching, cannot get to it. And Sammy Niku, there he is. He'll bring it on through center ice and dump it on down. Again, Niku, questionable whether or not he would participate in Game 3 festivities. Quite the year for the young defenseman. Manitoba off a turnover at center ice. They'll just bank it back in to the offensive zone. Rolls all the way up the far wing and back down the other direction. And the Ice Hawks putting on some pressure, so Comrie will come out to play it. Eric Comrie, right wing side, puts it up the wall. Charles David Baudouin flips it up even further, gets it out to neutral, but Anthony Lewis is right there. Lewis, right wing boards, he's got Peltier. Wrister, pad save coming by Comrie. Good shot by Peltier, he got the rebound. But Tanner Caro at that far circle could not jump on it. Francis Beauvillier bringing it out for the Moose. Down the near wing, he'll throw it all the way into the corner. Hits off the helmet of Scarbosa, who's been off the ice for a while now. And the Ice Hogs will use that bounce to their favor and get it back to center ice. 12:57 to go in the first period. Solid pace to this one to get things going. Moose down the right side. Wrister by Niku. Fought off by Delia. Pad save bouncing around between the circles. Jake DeLeo will control left wing side. Has his target in Schilling. Schilling up the middle, a one-timer in that one by Lapon. Redirects it over top of the net. Andreas Martinson, left wing side for John Hayden. Hayden with the Ice Hogs in the middle of a change. He'll go barreling into the zone. Left circle, slams on the brakes, now throws it down low. Tyler Sakura lost his footing, so an easy break out the other way for Manitoba. Kulovich, lead pass right side, finds Brendan Lemieux bursting into the zone. Lemieux tied up quite nicely by Forsling in the far corner, and the Ice Hogs will rip it the other direction. Darren Radish will pick it up out at center ice. Little skirmish way behind the play. Forsling and Lemieux are still going at each other as the Ice Hogs dump it into shallow Moose territory. A dozen minutes to go here in period number 1. No score. Ice Hogs leading in shots 7-3. Manitoba dumping it down. Here's Darren Radish at the near corner. Rolls away from him. Melchiori from the blue line jumps in and just turns it on goal. Delia the save, and the rebound sent out to center ice. Christy Domenico pushes it ahead. Too far for Boma. And Melchiori will escape below his own goal line. Runs into a little bit of trouble, though. Lost it in his skates. He'll clear it around the end boards. On to Victor Svenberg, who will keep it alive for the Ice Hogs. On to DiDomenico. Right side for Cody Franson. Shot. Skips in on Comrie and holds on to it. David Camp trying to get a deflection on that puck. That lost a lot of velocity, and Comrie easily will hold on tight, and that'll be our first timeout of the contest. 11:32 to go in the first period. No score. Ice Hogs and Moose here in game number 3. You're listening and watching Rockford Ice Hogs hockey on the Ice Hogs Broadcast Network.
Are you looking to straighten your teeth? The line, and they can shape your smile faster. Dr. Tartaglia and Generations Dental is a full-service dental office. They offer more than just cleanings. Generations Dental can do crowns, bridges, and implants. They also help patients with sleep apnea. And if you're a patient who prefers to sleep through your procedure, Generations Dental offers sedation dentistry. Most insurances and care credit are accepted. Generations Dental, Countryside Mall, Route 76, Poplar Grove.
Gustafson's Furniture is moving and expanding.
After 20 years, Gustafson's is moving from Riverside to our expanded location at State Street. Each room is up to 50% off at a Riverside location. We'd rather move it to your house than to our State Street store.
Up to 50% off all mattresses, living room sets, bedrooms, dining, and accessories up to half off.
Only while supplies last during Gustafson's Moving and Expansion Sale Riverside.
Gustafson's Furniture, hand you.
11.5 to go in the opening period of action. No score between the Rockford Ice Hogs and Manitoba Moose here at the BMO Harris Bank Center, downtown Rockford, Illinois. Game 3 of the Central Division Finals. Ice Hogs leading in shots 9-4. As this will start a nice little homestand for the Ice Hogs in this part of the series, 2-3-2 format. They won games 1 and 2 in Winnipeg. So looking to take a stranglehold of this series with a victory here tonight. But Manitoba, a team that has done quite well out on the road, 25-9, 2-2 in the regular season, 2-1 in the postseason. And the Ice Hogs haven't been in this building all that much, just 2 home games dating back to April 1st, just inside regular season play. Rockford through the neutral zone, left to right, they're working it. Matthew Highmore trying to step around the defense, but good guard coming from Jan Kostelek, and Kostelek will force it out to center. Matthew Highmore being pestered by Scarbosa on the backside of the play. Fans thinking that Highmore might engage there. Scarbosa, a veteran, just trying to get underneath the Ice Hogs' skin. Manitoba's going to try all the different kinds of tactics to get the Ice Hogs off their game. Down 2-0 in the series. Well, here's the Moose right wing side. Wrister from a good distance out, coming from Cam McLeese, and an easy glove save for Colin Delia. Delia so far in the series, he is 2-0 in the postseason. He is 5-0, and Tim Matilla 15-1-2 over his last 18 games. They say it all starts with your goaltender, and Colin Delia has given the Ice Hogs a big shot of confidence with his play here over the last month or so.
Yeah, he's probably working himself into a pretty nice contract the way he's playing right now. It's kind of hard not to play him, right?
He'll be looking down to his left-hand side. 33 saves in game number 2 action to help the Ice Hogs that 4-2 victory. Defensive zone face-off to Delia's left side. Tanner Caro in to take the draw, but the Moose will win it back to the right wing point. Niku floating race shot, looking for a redirect, won't get one, and bounces into the far corner. Back behind the net is Michael Spacek. Spacek brings it up the near side. Good stick by William Peltier, and he will help it out to center ice. Sammy Niku inside his own blue line, just passing the puck around. Peltier rushing in on him. Niku's got to get rid of it, and he does just in time. Melchiori, his D partner, will look to bring it up the far wing. He'll go across for Niku, overskates the puck. Dahlstrom with the read on him, and Anthony Lewis will take control for the Ice Hogs. Lewis on to Tanner Carroll, left wing. He'll backhand it into the far corner. 10 minutes to go in the first period of action. No score, but the Ice Hogs with the better chances so far. Here's Peltier left side, almost got clipped up high by his own man. Good move on the backhand to knock the puck below the goal line. Peltier swinging away, knocks it loose onto, that's Tyler Sakura, right wing circle, fresh from the bench, but could not hold on to it. And the Moose will catch a break, a bouncing puck. It will come to center. Here's John Hayden. He'll get it back on ahead for Tyler Sakura into the offensive zone. Sakura, right wing circle. Now leaves it along the boards for Andreas Martinson. Goes to the boards. Charles David Baudouin will take him hard to the plexiglass. And J.C. Lapon will bring it out the other way. Lapon left wing side for the Moose. Lead pass, good stick by Darren Radish. Hit him in the skates as well. He was trying to float it right between the wickets, but Manitoba centers it out in front of Delia. Wrister coming from Lapon, and this one just missed the net. Lapon left all alone on top of the goal crease of Colin Delia. And that one missed its target. The Ice Hogs right side will put it up and into their bench, so that will give us a promo timeout on the ice. 9:17 to go in the first period. No score. Ice Hogs and Moose here in Game 3. You're listening and watching Rockford Ice Hogs hockey on the Ice Hogs Broadcast Network.
Are you? Now offers Invisalign, and they can shape your smile faster. Dr. Tartaglia and Generations Dental is a full-service dental office. They offer more than just cleanings. Generations Dental can do crowns, bridges, and implants. They also help patients with sleep apnea. And if you're a patient who prefers to sleep through your procedure, Generations Dental offers sedation dentistry. Most insurances and care credit are accepted. Generations Dental, Countryside Mall, Route 76, Poplar Grove.
Gustafson's Furniture is moving and expanding.
After 20 years, Gustafson's is moving from Riverside to our expanded location at State Street.
Each room is up to 50% off at a Riverside location. We'd rather move it to your house than to our State Street store.
Up to 50% off all mattresses, living room sets, bedrooms.
Hurry! Everything's up for grabs, only while supplies last. During Gustafson's Moving and Expansion Sale, Riverside.
Gustafson's Furniture and you.
Jump on the Ice Hogs playoff bandwagon from now until the end of the 2018 Calder Cup playoffs. If you pick up a 20-game or full season ticket plan, you grab a free Rockford Ice Hogs player t-shirt of your favorite player. One shirt per ticket plan purchased. And then with a full season, you'll also grab dinner on the Ice Hogs on opening night of next season on October 13th. More information, visit icehogs.com or give them a call at 815-986-6465. 9:17 to go in the first period. No score. Ice Hogs and Moose here in Game 3 action down at the BMO. BMO's Harris Bank Center in the heart of Rockford, Illinois. Ice Hogs defensive zone face-off. Cody Franson out to center. He's got Boma with numbers. Lance Boma, right side, lost control of the puck. It'll trickle into the near corner. Pretty well guarded, though. Comes to Franson at the blue line. Wrister fought off by Eric Comrie, and the puck goes bouncing between the circles. Great heads-up play there by Cody Franson from well inside his defensive zone to send the Ice Hogs with an odd man rush right on down through center and into the attacking third of the ice. Ice Hogs leading in shots 9-5. Manitoba's picked up a couple of chances here in recent history. So the Ice Hogs trying to get some momentum going back their other way. Franson will walk it to the red line from out of his own zone, left to right. Dumps it into the near corner. DiDomenico rims it around. He's looking for Lance Boma. Boma cannot collect and ends up coming up the far wall, and Manitoba will bring it on into the offensive zone. Chase DeLeo, backhander towards Colin Delia, and this one ends up right into his chest, and he will hold on tight for the face-off.
Well, you know you're playing well when all the pucks that are shot at you are hitting you right in the middle of your jersey. That means you're squared up and you're confident and you're coming out nice.
Face-off will be into the right-hand side of Colin Delia. Luke Johnson will step in here. He'll go against Patrice Cormier. Johnson looking to get his game going. One of the team leaders in shots. He has 15 shots on goal coming into tonight's contest. That's fourth best on the team. Just one goal to show for it. He did have quite the productive game too, however, as Johnson now with a goal and 2 assists, 3 points in his 5 playoff games. 2 of those helpers in that second contest here against Manitoba. Ice Hogs will handle this one but send it down. Icing call going against him with 8:15 left in the first period. Game 3 tonight. Game 4 will be Friday, and if necessary, Game 5 will be on Saturday. And the Manitoba Moose want to make sure that the Ice Hogs have to play all of their home games, and they can do so with the win at any given point tonight or Friday. But the Ice Hogs looking to really put a stranglehold on this series, best of 7, and if they can get the win tonight, they'll go up 3-0. Face off to the left side of Colin Delia following that icing. Johnson going in at it against Brendan Lemieux after the Moose called for a false start. Manitoba will win the draw to the blue line. Niku a wrist shot in this one, held onto by Colin Delia. He will hold on. And once again, grab a defensive zone face-off. 8:08 to go in this first period. For all the latest news and videos on your Rockford Ice Hogs, visit the official website, homeicehogs.com. Fans can also purchase tickets and merchandise or visit the Ice Hogs social media channels. That's icehogs.com. And speaking of merchandise, the Ice Hogs with all new gear out at Oink Outfitters here at the BMO Harris Bank Center, open Monday through Friday and also on the weekends. Be sure to check out some of those new playoff apparel that has just arrived. And if you're here to enjoy the Ice Hogs postseason push, head on over to Oink Outfitters. Say hello to Julie and pick up some new swag as the Ice Hogs continue their push for a Calder Cup championship. Anthony Lewis working this puck out of his own zone down the left wing. He'll make it through center and on into the attacking side of the ice. William Peltier in the corner. Out to the blue line. Here's Clendenning. Wrist shot just wide of the net. Comrie never saw it. Comes on to Peltier. Peltier to the near post, a backhander, and that goes right through Comrie and out the other side. Clendenning at the left point. Goes on to Lewis. Lewis behind the net for Carroll. Carroll looking for Lewis again, but that pass intercepted, and the Moose will send it all the way down. It'll go for an icing against them. And an offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Ice Hogs. Good play there. Tanner Carroll, Adam Clendenning, and William Peltier with the chance coming off the near post. The Ice Hogs If it's one thing that they have working well for them, it's the depth of their team here, Tim Mattel. They can put out any line out there, and head coach Jeremy Collin quite confident that they can get an offensive push going.
Well, that's a nice problem to have, isn't it?
Draw to the right side of Eric Comrie. The unit out there now is Sakura with Hayden and Martinson as the Ice Hogs off the draw, push it back into the crease of Comrie, and he will hold on tight. Eric Comrie's lone regular season appearance against the Ice Hogs was in this building, and that was back in early February. He helped Manitoba to an overtime win as he went up and down between Manitoba and their NHL club, the Winnipeg Jets, which I believe the Jets have themselves quite a big game coming up tomorrow against the Nashville Predators, game 7 of their second round series. Ice Hogs will handle this draw, and a pass to the blue line gets away from Darren Radish and goes up all the way down inside their defensive zone, so they'll start the break out the other direction. 7:11 to go here in period number 1. Left to right, Ice Hogs moving it. John Hayden right side. Gets around Kirill Godovets and makes his way behind the net of Comrie. Hayden trying to shake off Godovets, stays with him. Now Hayden brings it off the near post, spins off him again. John Hayden looking for the centering attempt. On to Sakura, fires. Couple of shoulder saves coming from Eric Comrie. Great patience there by Hayden, and even better patience by Sakura to wait for that puck to roll into a shooting position. And Comrie comes up with some massive saves there. 2 shots from Sakura in tight. Manitoba escaping. They'll go down the left wing and dump it on through. They're needing to make a line change here. David Camp holds his man up onto Gustav Forsling. Forsling rips it up the far side and gets away from Lance Boma, but Kostelek running in trouble as Boma right behind him. Lance Boma behind the net. DiDomenico finishes his check and the puck stays free. Ice Hogs with it. Camp trying to go between the circles, and he wasn't sure if he wanted to pass it or shoot it, and Manitoba will jump all over him and get it back out to center. He had DiDomenico in close quarters there, and they couldn't decide whether or not to pass it over for the quick shot or take it himself. Quick dump by the Moose, and here's Cody Franson, right wing for Camp. Camp into the offensive zone, could not pull it down, and that actually slides all the way for an icing. Franson, when he flipped it to him, was just on the other side of the red line. So a defensive zone draw, 5:57 to go in the first period. No score, but the Ice Hogs have gotten close here, Tim.
Well, I thought it looked like we touched that puck there, and I guess it's a referee mistake or a linesman's mistake. Which never happens.
Camp arguing the call there, but Delia will have to look down to his right side. Riley Bowles and William Hancock, the linesmen for today. The referees Furman South and Peter Tarnaris wearing the orange bands. Ice Hogs with this one. It actually hits off of one of the referees out in that far corner, and that was Tarnaris. It took the puck right to the side. The Ice Hog defense with it, and they'll flip it out to center ice. Victor Angel set free. Stretch pass for him, but he cannot settle a bouncing puck. It'll end up on goal, and Eric Comrie will have to hold on to this one. So 5:30 to go in the first period. No score. Rockford and Manitoba slugging away here in Game 3 action. You're listening and watching Rockford Ice Hogs hockey on the Ice Hogs Broadcast Network.
The road to West Egg leads to downtown Freeport. Embrace the 1920s jazz age with Bubbles, not bootleg. Step into the world of flappers, feathers, fedoras, and a night that could be taken straight from the pages of The Great Gatsby. When you step into the Wagner House, you step back to the time of bootlegging, newsies, and gin joints. Wednesday, May 16th, Bubbles, not bootlegs at the Wagner House will feature tastings of champagne, prosecco, sparkling wine, and hors d'oeuvres. Get your tickets for this jazz-filled, glamorous, pre-prohibition Freeport event by calling the Wagner House at 815-232-4408. For information on this event and others, give the Wagner House a like on Facebook. Attend the Bubbles and Not Bootlegs event and ask how you could get a discount on the upcoming Prohibition Freeport multi-location event on July 14th. The Rustic Wagner House in Freeport, where they've reimagined fun.
5:30 to go in the opening period. No score. Rockford and Manitoba here in the Forest City, Rockford, Illinois. Game 3 action. Ice Hogs leading the best of 7 series 2-0. Ice Hogs leading in shots 13-8. And they've spent a good chunk of this first period in the offensive zone. Tyler Sakura with the most recent push. He got 2 shots away from about 2 feet out on Moose netminder Eric Comrie, but Comrie had to come up with a couple of pad saves to keep it a scoreless game. So the draw to the left side of Comrie. Luke Johnson is out there with Matthew Highmore and Victor Aidschel. Carl Dahlstrom and Adam Clendenning on the back end. No major changes for the Ice Hogs, moving from games 1 to 2 and then on to 3. Manitoba has had to tweak things here and there. Right now they do not have not goaltender, but rather defenseman Peter Stojkovic. He comes out. But you also see a couple of new faces in. Jankulovic out there along with Charles David Beaudoin. Beaudoin making his postseason debut. So a little shuffling on the back end for Manitoba. Delay to this face-off, but it looks like we're ready to go.
Those stretch passes keep the defenseman honest on Manitoba's team.
And the Ice Hogs have done that a few times. In fact, that's what led us to break. Stretch pass for Victor Aidschel just rolled out of control. Well, Manitoba will handle this one. Case DeLeo out to the blue line for Cameron Schilling, a wrister, and this one knocked down in front of Colin Dealey, and the Ice Hogs will bring it the other way. Victor Aidschel stick handling around. Now he'll move it through center and dump it into the offensive zone. On goal, stick saved by Comrie. He'll turn it into the far corner, and Highmore rushing in, but Patan will take it away for the Moose. Patan right side out for DeLeo. DeLeo will have to dump it in. Scarbosa is trying to time his attack just right, and he pulled himself offside. So the Ice Hogs will have some open ice here once the Moose can get back and tag up. Carl Dahlstrom, left wing. He'll just work it through the neutral zone and dump it in himself. Both teams changing up their lines. 4:49 to go in the first period. Manitoba taking their turn, breaking it through center ice. Right to left, they work. David Beaudoin to the red line, dumps it down to the near corner. Dahlstrom lost sight of it, carries over to the far side for Tanner Caro. Caro takes a healthy hit, puck deadens at the right point, and here's Brendan Lemieux. Lemieux fires, right pad save coming from Colin Delia. Lemieux got that shot away rather quickly, and Delia had to throw out the right pad rather quickly. Tanner Carroll loses control of the puck in the neutral zone. Anthony Lewis gets bopped along the sideline, and Lemieux will go right back to work in the offensive zone. Brendan Lemieux backhands it around the net. Gustav Forsling absorbs his hit, but makes the play and goes up the right side for William Peltier. Peltier down the near wing, dances around Julian Melchiori, but loses some forward momentum. And the Moose will tip it out to center ice. Good play, Cody Franson pickpocketing Chase DeLeo. But he cannot keep possession for the Ice Hogs, and Manitoba will try this again. Up the middle they'll go. Michael Spacek to the right wing boards. Nobody is there. And coming away with it will be Franson once again. He'll go to the near side for Martinson. Over to the far wing for Svedberg. He'll dump it down, but Svedberg was just over his own blue line, and this will be another icing call going against the Ice Hogs. We've had quite a few icings here in this opening period, Tim. 3:43 left in it. Both teams trying to really open up that neutral zone, and as you mentioned, it keeps the defense rather honest.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening, and I'd still keep trying it because unless you're losing all your draws in the defensive zone, that stretch pass is going to keep that defenseman back in the neutral zone instead of holding the blue line.
Face off to the left side of Delia. Manitoba wins it. Wrister on its way, and it deflects wide to the near corner. Close one there. That puck got smacked out of midair about 5 feet in front of the goaltender and lands in the left wing corner. Cody Franson swings it around the boards onto Victor Svedberg. He'll reverse it back to the near side. Andreas Martinson, right wing, turns the puck over. Tyler Sakura picks it back up, and Martinson out to center ice will take it for a stroll. Andreas Martinson, left wing side, goes to the corner. Now tried to throw it out in front of the net. Hits the outside of the post. Real tough angle there for Martinson. And the Moose will get the clear, but the Ice Hogs right back on it. Here's Carl Dahlstrom. Dahlstrom, a bouncing puck, drops it off. He's got Martinson, rifles one from the top of the far circle, and Comrie gets it up high, but he holds on tight. Great play there by Carl Dahlstrom. He had the defenseman beat, but the puck wouldn't agree with him, so he just dropped it off for Martinson, who has a hammer of a shot, and Comrie had to shrunk that one down.
You know, you made the comment about the depth. You can't really tell the first line from the fourth line. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they just keep rolling and they look good.
Draw to the right side of Comrie. Ice Hogs now with 14 shots on goal here in this opening period. Face off to the right side of the young Winnipeg Jets goaltending prospect and Eric Comrie. Ice Hogs will win the draw. Left wing point, Dahlstrom. Wrist shot. Skims the outside of the net. Good traffic in front. Camp and Lance Boma battling away there. Just could not turn it on goal. Manitoba will clear it up the right side and all the way through center. Adam Clendenning will spin it right back around. Clendenning left wing boards. He'll throw it into the offensive zone, but an offside call being signaled, and that'll bring a stoppage with 2:43 to go in the first period. 15 shots now for the Ice Hogs in the frame. The most shots the Ice Hogs have had in a single period here in the playoffs. Game 3 at Chicago. The second period, they had 18 shots on goal there, and Ice Hogs needed a little bit more than 3 periods of action to settle that one. That was the triple overtime game. The Ice Hogs nearing that postseason high mark, and they haven't been afraid to shoot. We've seen them shoot from all different angles. Top of the circles, just outside the blue line, even below the goal line. We've seen Andreas Martinson a couple of bids there. They want to get that puck on Eric Comrie and make him work. They're going to bring this face-off to the neutral zone just over the blue line. Manitoba will control and dump it on into the offensive zone. Buddy Robinson, he'll go scampering behind the net of Colin Delia, drop it off for Brendan Lemieux. Lemieux looking for some space, trying to shake off Adam Clendenning. Clendenning doing a good job staying with him, but now a delayed call coming. Manitoba is going to go on the power play once the Ice Hogs can touch. Matthew Highmore will chase him out to center ice. Cameron Schilling still with it though. Schilling ends up getting run into by a Highmore on a shake and bake move, and the Ice Hogs will indeed get the touch, and a penalty coming up here. It'll be against Adam Clendenning, a slashing call going against him as he was trying to stay with the attack out in that far corner. So Manitoba awarded the game's opening power play. Ice Hog penalty kill, second best in the AHL postseason at 89.5%. The Moose man advantage, they are at 10%, 16th in the postseason, which in last just 2 power play goals on 20 chances. Those 2 tallies came back in their first round series against Grand Rapids, so they're going to try and get some momentum going with their first special teams marker against the Ice Hogs here in this series. Well, Rockford will win the draw to the left side of their goaltender. Puck will bounce and take a generous one. Here come the Ice Hogs shorthanded. Lance Boma, left wing side, gets around Niku, dives into the far corner, spun off the puck, and he and Niku both lose their footing. They'll go on down, but a good first push there for the Ice Hogs. Johnson joining Boma at a forward post with Svedberg and Franzen on the back end. Nick Patan stick handling through center. Good move to get around Johnson down the near wing. Drops it off for Brendan Lemieux. Lemieux running into trouble. Patan comes in to help him out. He'll accidentally smack it across the ice. Sammy Niku will hold on to it. Niku on to Patan to spot check at the left point. Quick passing. Ice Hogs trying to get in those lanes along the blue line, but Patan escapes. He'll work down the right wing boards and just outside of the far circle. Nick Patan now looking for a shooting lane. Works out in front of Colin Delia. Nothing there, and Victor Svedberg will take it to the backboards. Svedberg, left wing side, could not get the complete clear, held in by Niku at the right point. Niku goes back down the boards. Svedberg bodies his man up. Ice Hogs centered out in front. Franzen got a piece of it and it deflects to safety up the near side, but Spacek cannot hold on to it. 53 seconds left on the power play. Moose keeping it in the zone, but the Ice Hogs keeping him to the outside. Here's Patan, right wing circle again. Nicholas Patan patiently waiting. The Ice Hogs giving him the space. Now turns a shot. Pad save coming by Delia. Rebound out in front. Delia diving for it. Ice Hogs come away and they will clear. Colin Delia was down on his side. For the Hogs penalty killing unit, they were tuckered out, but make the big play and get a line change. 25 seconds left on this Moose power play. Mike Scarbosa through center ice will dump it down. Colin Delia watches it bounce off the outside of the net. Settles at the far circle. Scarbosa first one on it. Goes across to DeLeo at the left wing dot. DeLeo walks to the bottom of the near circle. Throws it back to the left point. Schilling. Wrister on its way, and Delia comes up with another big stop. And he gets a whistle. Glove save by Delia with 7 seconds left on the penalty kill.
Well, he's playing with some confidence, isn't he?
Tracking that puck well, not having to make those extra saves flying around, and when that puck gets away from the defense. 3 and 4 bodies all around him to help guard that goal crease. 22 seconds left here in this opening period, a period that has flown by. No score. Hogs and Moose. Manitoba trying to open up the game, scoring with his power play to the Ice Hogs right wing. They'll chip it up the wall. Dahlstrom sends it into his bench. So that'll throw things right back in the Ice Hogs defensive zone. Shots 15-14 now in favor of the Ice Hogs. Rockford came out swinging. They went 5-0 in the shot category. For Manitoba was able to get their wheels moving, but still zeros on either side of the scoreboard. Draw to the right side of Delia. Ice Hogs will win it, and they will rip it up the side. Adam Clendenning comes out of the penalty box, and he will handle it. Clendenning to the red line. He'll just dump it down. Highmore will race in after it. 7 seconds left in the period. Matthew Highmore behind the net of Eric Comrie. Puts it all the way around the near boards. DiDomenico on the outside of the right circle. He will get enough of it to tie it up, and the horn will sound to wrap up period number 1. Manitoba off to my left side. Manitoba going from left to right. I welcome back into the broadcast booth Tim Matilla, Illinois Hockey Hall of Famer and former head coach of the Rockford Ice Hogs. And Tim, Ice Hogs, they did a good job in the first period. They got some scoring chances, showcased the depth of the team. I just mentioned all the players with multiple shots on goal already. How do they carry that over into the second period, knowing Manitoba is going to come out with some fresh legs themselves?
Well, I think they just keep doing the same thing. I mean, they really looked good. I mean, I like the defenseman jumping a little more, but overall, I mean, that was a good period for both teams, quite honestly.
Tyler Sakura's unit with Martinson and Hayden will get things rolling along here to begin period number 2. Puck is down, and the Ice Hogs will control. Cody Franson inside his own zone. They'll now throw it up the right wing boards for Martinson, bumped off the puck. And Martinson will have to spin it back behind his own end wall. He'll get Franson in the near corner, up ahead for Sakura, left side for Hayden. He'll backhand it to center ice. Good pressure there for Manitoba to get things going, and Brendan Lemieux will take it for a skate at his own blue line. But the Ice Hogs heavy hit by Martinson, and in comes John Hayden. Hayden, puck rolls away from him. Jan Kostelek kept him to the outside. Now Hayden takes it to the left wing corner, out to the blue line for Svedberg. Wrist shot gets immediately blocked. In and out of the shin pads of Patrice Cormier, and out to center it'll fly. Martinson trying to throw a check. Puck goes underneath him and all the way down to the Rockford defensive zone. Both teams changing up. Here's Franson. Long stretch pass down the far wing for DiDomenico. Banks off a stick, and this will go up and out of play. Still within the first minute of action here in the second period. No score between the two clubs. Chris DiDomenico on a nice 5-game point streak entering tonight. 3 goals and 5 assists, his 8 points here in the postseason. That has him tied for 3rd in the AHL playoff scoring race. DeLeo right behind him, just 1 point shy, 7 points for him. That has him tied for 9th. DeLeo with 2 goals and 5 assists. Those 5 assists, 7 points lead the Manitoba side. Neutral zone face-off. Controlled by the Moose just over their own blue line. They'll backpedal in their own zone. Here's Sammy Niku. Niku near wing. Tips ahead for DeLeo into the offensive zone. On to Scarbosa. Backhander towards Delia. And got a piece of it. Goes up over top of him and out to center ice. Puck tied up in the neutral zone. Nick Patan hauled down. Ice Hogs knock it out from underneath them and work it into the offensive zone. Melchiori has to make a quick play. DiDomenico right on him, and he gets him hard, but DeLeo able to escape with the help of Melchiori. Melchiori up the middle from DeLeo, fires and scores. Chase DeLeo sets him up as Melchiori, after absorbing the big hit, goes up the middle and snaps it low glove side. Colin Delia could not get the glove on it, and Manitoba opens up the game, scoring just a minute and 19 seconds into the second period.
Well, pretty good vision, I got to be honest. They found the 3rd man high coming right down the middle of the slot, and he made that pass. A lot of times guys are taking that bad angle shot, but he made a beautiful pass.
The Ice Hogs for the 5th straight game now have conceded the first goal. And they're going to look for a big pushback here in the second period as the Moose able to get things going in games 1 and game 2. The last time the Ice Hogs scored first was back in game 1 against Chicago. So it's been a little while. But Melchiori jumping in for his first goal of the playoffs, point number 4, and for Chase DeLeo, that'll be his first point of the series, assist number 6 on the year. And a fun anecdote picked up during the pregame show, DeLeo, when he gets a point, the Moose are 3-0. When he is held with that one, they are 0-4. That goes to show the importance of Chase DeLeo. The Ice Hogs off the restart, firing away. Here's Forsling, left point, lets it go, and a right pad save coming from Eric Comrie. Ice Hogs keep it alive as Forsling left wing boards. On to Victor Angel, jumps off of his stick and on out to center ice. Mike Scarbosa is going to pick up the second assist. Puck turned over. Moose let it go into the glove of Delia, and he will hold on tight. Francis Beauvier right between the circles. Had a golden look off a tough turnover for the Ice Hogs. And Delia has to bail him out. Nearly 2 minutes gone in the second period. Moose up 1-0.
So I did my research, and if there's more than one moose, it's still a moose. It's not. It's 2 moose, and if there's more than one fish, it's still a fish. And then if there's more than one deer, it's still a deer. There you go. There's my research for the week.
Ice Hogs social media team had a lot of fun on the plurals and digging out the old dictionary with Manitoba rolling into town. Rockford will win the draw in their own zone. Left wing boards. Here's Anthony Lewis through center. They'll go across the ice now down the far wing, backhand around to Tanner Carroll. Could not hold on to it. Sterling going to the second, a 1-0 Manitoba lead. Moose will skip it out to center. Cody Franson at his own blue line. Sends it up the right side for Peltier. Cannot reach and get a piece of it, so an icing call coming up here against the home squad. Game 3 tonight. Game 4 will be Friday. Back here at BMO Harris Bank Center, 7 o'clock puck drop. And if the Moose win tonight or Friday, that will set up a game number 5, which will be Saturday at 6 o'clock at the BMO. Tickets are on sale right now at icehogs.com.
Have you called Sutter's name off yet?
Brody Sutter?
Yeah. That's Dwayne Sutter's kid. 4 Stanley Cups.
Part of a long line.
Oh, there was a lot of Sutters. I don't know.
A lot of Sutters. Rich Sutter was in Winnipeg, the now scout, but another NHLer with Stanley Cup credentials. Dwayne Sutter, of course, with the Edmonton Oilers. He's been here a time or two, scouting out the Rockford Ice Hogs, and especially their AHL club, the Bakersfield Condors. So your odds are high on bumping into a Sutter brother when you go to a game.
Yeah, for sure.
Face-off control by the Moose, and they'll turn it on goal to flex out of play. So another draw coming to the right side of Colin Delia. 17.5 to go in the second period. Ice Hogs taking their time, swapping out their personnel. Sakura in for this draw. Shoulder to shoulder with Patrice Cormier. Cormier gets it and spins it towards Delia, pops up off a stick and ends up over top of the net. Ice Hogs will break it out. Here's John Hayden. Hayden left wing side for Martinson. Loses it just over his own blue line. Manitoba back to work in the offensive zone. Brendan Lemieux, left wing side, goes to the bottom of the circle, floats a pass to the top of the crease, cannot connect. He was looking for Bunny Robinson, and the Ice Hogs will battle it back out to center ice. Moose stretch it out the other direction, trying to get Robinson going the other way, but broken up a good eye by Svedberg, and he'll keep it in the neutral zone. Manitoba will grab it right back. Here's Robinson up the right side in front of the benches, turns it over on a cross ice pass. Franson right wing, up ahead for John Hayden. Hayden into the zone, ducks around one defender but can't get around to second, and the puck will go behind the net, but Hayden comes up with it. John Hayden brings it off the near post and rips it on the outside of the net. Great moves by John Hayden to free up a scoring chance. Just could not get it on target. Andreas Martinson trying to keep this play alive for the Ice Hogs. Bumped off the puck by Cameron Schilling, the former Hog himself. And out to center ice. The puck will roll. Both teams changing here early in the second. Ice Hogs playing catch in their own zone. Now left wing David Camp. He'll punch it ahead for Chris DiDomenico. DiDomenico on to Camp across the line. Camp tripped up, still makes the play, fires, and into the body of Comrie, who holds on. Great play there by Camp. He had that foot tripped up, dropped down to a knee, but kept moving forward. Picked himself up and fired it quickly, hoping to catch Comrie. Maybe a little off balance with him falling down. But Comrie will squeeze it tight. 16-17 to go in the second period. 1-0 Manitoba. Draw will be to the right side of Comrie. Ice Hogs will win it straight back to the near point. Here's Carl Dahlstrom. He'll escort it down the boards, picked off by the goal scorer for Manitoba and Julian Melchiori, and Melchiori will bring it out to center ice. Here's Patan. Patan centers it up for DeLeo. DeLeo taken out by Carl Dahlstrom, and that's going to be a penalty against the Ice Hogs, a holding call going here, and that'll pull everything back for the Ice Hogs, and another penalty kill coming. So Dahlstrom will take his seat. Nearly 4 minutes gone in the second, and for Manitoba, it's their second power play of the game. Tough one to take too, because Melchiori set Patan loose, and then DeLeo was going across like that. Defense had to peel back knowing that that cross ice pass was coming.
Well, and the timing is odd because Camp looked like he got tripped down here and it was a no call, and then, you know.
Luke Johnson in to take this face-off against Patrice Cormier. But Johnson a false start, so Boma will have to step on in. Cormier will win it back, but it splits the two Manitoba defenders, Sammy Niku and Patan working the point. So this will go all the way down, and the Moose will have to start the breakout the other direction. Sammy Niku pestered by Johnson the entire way, and he's going to cough up the puck. Good play there by Johnson, and Victor Sedberg will clear it off. So successful 20 seconds of the penalty kill here for Rockford. 15:38 to go in the second period. Moose now taking their time on this second breakout. Patan working it to the red line. Nicholas Patan into the offensive zone. Little give and go off the left circle with Lemieux. Back to Patan, rings around the boards, comes up to Spacek at the right wing point. Spacek, bottom of the near circle. He's got Brendan Lemieux who comes over to the outside of the dot. He's got Patan again. Patan to the blue line. Stick goes flying. It belongs to Martinson. That'll open up Niku. Niku across for Spacek. Couldn't get a shot away. Back to Niku. One-timer into the belly of Delia. Puck is loose. Delia comes up with a glove save on Patan. Colin Delia fighting that rebound, but he stays with it, and the Ice Hawks clear it away. Good tracking there by the goaltender. 50 seconds left on the penalty kill. Sammy Niku leaving this puck in his own blue line. Ice Hawks trying to force the hand of the Moose here, but Niku threw it to Buddy Robinson. Robinson across for Patan, and we're going to get ourselves a goaltender collision, and another penalty is going to be called. Everyone gathering along the far side. A couple of bodies tumble down, and we might be getting some more penalties as Lance Boma engaged with a few members of the Moose. Boma comes out of the pile without a helmet. But it looks like a little goaltender interference, and member of the Manitoba Moose snaps his stick in half in frustration. That's Brendan Lemieux. And Lemieux will head off to the penalty box. Brendan Lemieux will have some company though, and it's going to be Lance Boma. And it looks like Nick Patan's going to join as well. So the Ice Hawks, unless Boma picks up extra time, will have their power play. Lemieux second in the American Hockey League in the regular season with 170 penalty minutes. That's a guy that can certainly get fired up if you can push the right buttons. And you know Boma was looking to do so.
And then you look up and you see Buddy Robinson at 6'6", 230 pounds, and you're going, why don't I just hold your jersey?
So crowded penalty boxes, 2 members in each. 14:41 to go in the second period. All this coming with 37 seconds left of the Manitoba power play.
They're going to go 4-on-4 then.
It does indeed look like that'll be the case. So it looks like Lance Boma will indeed pick up extra time here. So the power play will stay rolling along for Manitoba. No time thrown up on the Moose side of the penalty clock, and I think that's what the scores table is making sure they get right, is that it will be 4-on-4. But then I look at Manitoba and who they have on the ice. They only have 3 skaters out there. So it looks like that'll be a 4-on-3 power play for the Ice Hawks. The scores table just has themselves a good handful trying to get numbers up. But there it goes, 2 minutes on the board for Brendan Lemieux. So it is a power play for the Ice Hawks. And that'll be in actually 37 seconds, so 4-on-4 for that time. And then the Ice Hawks will jump on their first look on special teams. They will win the face-off and immediately throw it into the chest of Eric Comrie off the far circle, so he will hold on. Draw will return to his left-hand side. Moose will drop to 0 for 2 on the power play. It'll be Dahlstrom that'll come out of the box from his holding call. David Camp will take this face-off. He's out there with Lewis, Radish, and Forsling on the back end. Mike Scarbosa will take control off the face-off for Manitoba, pull it back and on to Cameron Schilling, the former Ice Hog. Schilling and Kirill Godovets, the 2 former Ice Hogs on the Manitoba side, as the Moose dump it into the offensive zone, but a offside call being made rather late, and that'll once again bring a herky-jerky stop here in the second period. Still early on, 14.5 to go. It's a 1-0 Manitoba lead as Julian Melchiori a minute and 19 seconds into this second period.
So I'm wondering why the faceoff was in that zone when it was even up, and the penalties happened in our zone.
Charging and roughing, the calls to Patan. To Patan and Brendan Lemieux, and then Lance Boma for roughing. So 2 penalties against Manitoba, 1 against the Ice Hogs would have the face-off in the offensive zone for Rockford. Well, now out of the box comes Carl Dahlstrom, and the Ice Hawks power play will go to work. The #1 man advantage in the American Hockey League playoffs, 35.7%. A 7-game power play goal scoring streak and a golden chance here to tie up this game at 1. Manitoba trying to burst the Ice Hawk bubble at the attacking blue line. They break it up for a moment, but the Ice Hogs manage to dump it on down. Here's Franzen up the middle of the ice. He's got Glendenning, fires in and out of the pads, rebound, scores! Tyler Sakura right on top of the goal crease, and the Ice Hogs strike on the power play. It's 1-1 here early in the second period.
Well, a nice shot to keep the rebound an opportunity, and then of course Sakura with a nice finish on the rebound.
Tyler Sakura picks up another big goal for the Rockford Ice Hogs. It is his 4th of the playoffs. Breaks the 3-way tie for the team lead with DiDomenico and Victor Aichel. Sakura off a bomb from Adam Glendenning. And you talk about creating the rebound. Glendenning knew he had to fire that one as hard as he could to get that rebound. If Comrie couldn't handle it cleanly, the Ice Hogs had a chance. And indeed they do, as Tyler Sakura knocks in the rebound. So a 1-1 game with plenty of hockey in front of us. Manitoba off the restart, trying to guide this one back into the offensive zone, but Hayden, his group with Sakura and Martinson ready to roll. Ice Hawks get the turnover off a dump in. Martinson to the blue line. He's got Dahlstrom. Dahlstrom middle of the ice for Hayden. Pass was rushed off, and it goes right to Sammy Niku, who will clear it away for Manitoba. Niku to spot check on the Beauvier, fires into the belly of Colin Delia, and he holds on tight. Beauvier was looking past, brought it to the top of the circle, and elected to shoot it himself. 12:58 to go in the second period. Goals for both teams here in the opening moments, but the Ice Hogs get a big one. A power play goal from Tyler Sakura. Power play goal scoring streak is alive and well. It's a 1-1 game midway through the second. You're listening and watching Rockford Ice Hogs hockey on the Ice Hogs Broadcast Network.
Ever notice that there's Cinco de Mayo, May Day, the Kentucky Derby, of course Mother's Day, and even the Indy 500. But one day of excitement isn't enough to encompass the greatness happening at Al Grace Appliance. We need the whole gosh darn month. That's why the entire month of May is Maytag Month at Al Grace Appliance. Save a bundle of dough during Maytag Month on washers, dryers, ranges, refrigerators, and more. Cash in with rebates up to $700 on select Maytag appliances. That's serious cash. A Maytag top-load huge 4.7 cubic foot capacity washer with power wash agitator and deep fill option for the biggest, dirtiest loads is on sale for $748. Plus, you get a free 5-year full parts and labor warranty. That's a $200 value. Don't miss Maytag Month, all May long. Al Grace, appliances, and other neat stuff.
12:58 to go in the second period. The Rockford Ice Hogs and Manitoba Moose tied up at 1 aside here in Game 3. The Ice Hogs leading the series 2-0. Moose open up the game scoring Julian Melchiori at 1:19, but the Ice Hogs on the power play at 6:26. Tyler Sakura from Glendenning and Chris DiDomenico make it even again. DiDomenico extends his personal point streak now to 6 games with that secondary assist. Manitoba trying to push this one in on Colin Delia. They do. Delia gets bumped with a flying glove that comes across his goal crease. He was trying to sell the call, but no call coming, and play will roll right along. In fact, it was a little pushing and shoving in front of Delia that ultimately set up the power play look as the Ice Hogs will begin the breakout. Here's Matthew Highmore, right side for Johnson, drop pass, Aichel fires, scores! Victor Aichel goes low stick side on Eric Comrie from downtown. What a transition, Highmore to Johnson to Aichel, and the Ice Hogs have the lead 2-1 with 12:27 left in the second period. What a shot by Victor Aichel.
It's always nice to see all 3 line mates touch the puck when that puck goes in. That was nice. Good movement.
Matthew Highmore started it all through the neutral zone. He goes to Johnson, drop pass, and Aichel from the top of the circle. An absolute dandy. The Chicago Blackhawks brass, everyone is in the building, and they have their eyes on him as Victor Aichel picks up his 4th goal of the playoffs. on an absolute laser. A wrist shot with pinpoint accuracy just inside the post, about 6 inches off the ground, low stick side. You talk about a perfect shot, that's what we just witnessed right there. So the Ice Hogs in front 2-1. Shots are even at 22 his side. Hogs with the momentum off the restart, they'll clear it down, and that's an icing call going against him. So overall, Victor Aichel, his 4th goal, as I mentioned, that pulls him now even with Tyler Sakura. But for Aichel, that is his 6th point of the playoffs. Entered tonight, tied for 8th among rookie scorers in the playoffs. And of course, he had the big 2-goal performance in Game 3 against Chicago, which included the game winner in triple overtime. Manitoba being chased out of the offensive zone. The Ice Hogs will send him to their own blue line. Victor Svedberg on a turnover has to pull back through center and to his own blue, and the Ice Hogs will reset from there. DiDomenico from Svedberg on ahead for David Camp into the offensive zone. Camp swings behind the net, comes up near corner, now sends it down low. Melchiori is there, pickpocketed by DiDomenico. He comes around to the left circle to the blue line for Forsling, juggles it, and it'll come out to center, but DiDomenico will join him. And Manitoba will just chase him back into the defensive zone. Both teams making changes. 11.5 to go in the second period. It's all of a sudden 2-1 Rockford. We were scoreless going into the frame, and Manitoba grabbed the opening lead, but the Ice Hogs doing what they do best. They come roaring back with a big second period, and they're not done yet. Here's Darren Radish, middle of the ice for Lewis. Wrist shot falling down, and a stick save by Comrie. Strength of stick on Anthony Lewis to get that shot away. He had a defender all over him. Gustav Forsling trying to slow down the attack of Manitoba as Beaubier brings it into the near corner. Now throws it out to the right point. Cameron Schilling, a wrister, easily stuck aside by the defense. But Manitoba brings it to the bottom of the left dot. Wrister, and this one goes off the body and deflects to the near corner. Beaubier picks it up to the blue line. Going to Betts, fires, and into the belly of Delia, who will hold on tight.
He's coming out and cutting that angle down really well.
Colin Delia able to find that one through traffic. Face-off will be to his left-hand side. Aiden Sakura Martinson ready to go. Patrice Cormier, the captain for this Moose group, will step on through. Cormier, 8th-year pro. All with this Winnipeg Jets Atlanta Thrashers organization. As the Moose get a shot away. It skips and hits off the post. It skips underneath the blocker of Colin Delia and rings the iron. The Ice Hogs get lucky there. Puck comes pushed out to center ice and will ramp up into the seats. So that'll bring another stoppage. But the Moose really close from catching a break. A wrist shot from the right point sneaks through. And Colin Delia thanking his post. They're going to bring this draw to center ice. A little confusion on the face-off location. 10:39 to go in the second period. Rockford a 2-1 lead. Just a little over a minute apart. Sakura and Aichel, 6:26 and 7:33. Aichel from Johnson and Highmore. Sakura from Clendening and DiDomenico. Restart directly on top of the Ice Hog crest in the neutral zone. Hogs will handle it. Right side, Martinson. He'll power this one down to the far corner. Picked up there by the defense of the Moose, Jake Kulvik. Left side, he'll just get it to the red line, and Adam Clendening will take it from there. Clendening far wing. He'll throw it across the near side. John Hayden in front of the Manitoba bench. He'll take a bump but makes a play. Goes across for Tyler Sakura. Soft pass on to Carl Dahlstrom, who will join the rush. Dahlstrom back to Sakura, right wing side. Trying to go inside out on Melchiori. He'll just play the body, and the puck will roll behind the Manitoba net. Halfway through this hockey game, the Ice Hogs are leading 2-1. Shots are even at 23 as the Ice Hogs get a turnover in the neutral zone. Here's Aichel, drops it off to Johnson. Johnson the blue line for Franson, fires, pad save by Comrie. Did not see where it was coming from, and the Ice Hogs pull it off the boards and send it in. Comrie has trouble handling this one. Johnson collapses in, but Comrie will eventually find it, and boy, will he pounce on it quickly. Timeout on the ice, 9:43 to go in the second period. Rockford a 2-1 lead here in game number 3. You're listening and watching Rockford Ice Hogs hockey on the Ice Hogs Broadcast Network. 43. Johnson collapses in, but Comrie will eventually find it, and boy, will he pounce on it quickly. Timeout on the ice.
Straighten your teeth? Generation.
We'd rather move it to your house than to our State Street store.
Up to 50% off all mattresses, living room sets, bedrooms, dining, and accessories up to half off.
Hurry! Everything's up for grabs, only while supplies last. During Gustafson's Moving and Expansion Sale, Riverside.
Gustafson's Furniture and you.
9:43 to go in the second period of action. The Rockford Ice Hogs leading the Manitoba Moose 2-1. Ice Hogs now at the shot clock lead as well, 26-23. Shots are even at 9 aside here in the second period. Offensive zone face-off for the Hogs. Eric Comrie has been under siege here a little bit, giving up 2 goals in the second period. Manitoba has also struck in this second frame. They opened up the scoring a minute and 19 seconds in, but the Ice Hogs a little over a minute apart. A power play goal from Tyler Sakura, and then the go-ahead tally from Victor Aichel to get the Ice Hogs rolling along offensively. They'll handle this one. Here's Cody Franson from the right point, fires. And Eric Comrie comes up with a save, and he will once again be forced to hold on tight. The Ice Hogs, it's all starting with their defense once again. That's been the Hogs' bread and butter all postseason long here. Tim Mattila, as you get Cody Franson involved, you get Adam Clendenning involved. The breakout that led to the Aichel goal started with defensemen pushing the puck up to Highmore, and then they would pass amongst themselves to start the scoring. So the Ice Hog D-Corps firing away and among some of the big-time shot producers here in game number 3.
Yeah, and to get that shot, you have to win that face-off, and we did.
Cody Franson pulling it off the boards. Well, he's set up at the right point again. Drawn to the left side of Comrie. David Camp cannot win this one, and the Moose will move through center. Lemieux to the red line, though. Gets tied up. Good stick by DiDomenico. Ice Hogs get it back. Franson sends it ahead for Boma. Boma throws it in on goal, and Comrie holds on, but Boma gets a little stick in there. Manitoba not too happy about it, but Lance Boma, he's been physical in tonight's affair. Picked up a roughing call not all that long ago here early in the second. And he was going to maybe try and see if he can sneak that puck out from underneath the glove of Eric Comrie. Seemed like a simple play, but if the puck is there, there's a chance to jam your stick in. Why not go for it? And Lance Boma testing the waters a little bit.
Play through the whistle, and that's what he did.
Face-off return to the left side of Comrie. Ice Hogs continue to pile on the shots. Tanner Carroll with this face-off. He'll win it, but Anthony Lewis lost control, and the Moose up backhander, Charles David Baudouin, to the red line. Manitoba will send it the rest of the way down. Scarbosa chasing after, but Svedberg is there. Svedberg onto his D partner in Franson, but Franson couldn't hold on to it. DeLeo centers it up in front of Colin Delia, but got a good goal stick away from the attack, and he'll ramp it up the near side. Penalty call is coming here. Looks like it's going to be a high stick. Looks like Tanner Carroll may have got his stick up underneath the visor. And this is going to be another penalty kill for the Rockford Ice Hogs. And again, it'll be Tanner Carroll heading off to the box. And this will be the third power play for Manitoba. So a chance for the Moose here to pull this game even again. No argument from Carroll, and from our vantage point, he caught him just on the other side of the cheek with that curved blade. So the Ice Hogs penalty kill will be needed once again. They were able to silence the last power play attempt and skate 4-on-4 for a little bit before the power play would swing their favor, in which they would ultimately score here in this second period. Well, Manitoba drawn to the right side. We're going to get ourselves another delayed call. Is it going to be against Manitoba? It will. So we're going to have ourselves another bout of 4-on-4 hockey. A slashing call right off the face-off. And the Moose will have to take a seat. Scarbosa will head over So we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for 1 minute and 53 seconds. Just 7 seconds of a power play for Manitoba, and they will drop to 0 for 3. Now an offensive zone face-off for the Ice Hogs. 8:45 to go in the second period. Hogs up 2-1. DiDomenico out there with Kampf, Radish, and Forsling. Manitoba taking their time on the setup here, but now Chase DeLeo will hop on in there. DeLeo, third-year pro, coming out of Portland in the Western Hockey League. Swings through the face-off. Ice Hogs roll it in behind the net. Kampf will chase, but Nick Patan will sit back and get ready for the breakout. Patan, though, runs into trouble, turns the puck over. Here's Kampf. Kampf tried to float it out in front for DiDomenico. That wouldn't go through. David Kampf had his stick wrapped up around Patan, knocked him over. Almost a call against Kampf there, but the Ice Hogs trying to jam this one off the near post. Net falls over top of Eric Comrie, and Comrie took that crossbar to the back of the head. You're a goaltender. That's probably one of your biggest fears, is having that net come crashing down over top of you. And Comrie wants to do exactly that. And Patan, he's got himself a fistful of Chris DiDomenico along the far boards. Those two jamming away at each other, and Comrie looks to be all right. Just caught that crossbar coming down right across the back of his shoulders as the net fell forward on him. No penalties coming out of that, so we'll just have to reset the net. 1:26 left on this 4-on-4. Both teams will swap out personnel as the Ice Hogs try and capitalize here with a little bit more open ice. Game 4 between these two clubs will be Friday night. Game 5 still, if necessary, will be Saturday here in Rockford. If it has to go any further, it returns to Manitoba on Tuesday and Wednesday for 6 and 7. But the Ice Hogs up 2-0 in the series. They're up 2-1 here in the game. They want to send Manitoba home, and they want to do so here on their home ice. Manitoba with the face-off at center ice just over their blue line. They'll break down the right side. Here's Buddy Robinson, fires in and out of the pads of Colin Delia. Comes up with a big rebound, and the Ice Hogs with numbers 3-on-1 if they hurry. Lance Boma left side. Boma, middle of the ice for Radish, back to Boma. Back door doesn't work, and the Ice Hogs have to hurry back the other way. Highmore snapped his stick. DiDomenico comes over the bench. Manitoba 3-on-2. Spot check, tips it in on Delia. Pad save, and the Ice Hogs will open it up the other direction. Sprints either way is Forsling right side. He's got DiDomenico. DiDomenico into the zone. Wrister shouldered off by Eric Comrie. And DiDomenico buried into the boards. And the Ice Hogs are going to draw a penalty here as Buddy Robinson wallops DiDomenico in the near corner.
Boy, he got smoked.
Robinson just got that forearm right into the lower back and drove him right into the boards. DiDomenico has certainly been a target for this Manitoba Moose group, not just because he's the top scorer, but he's a little firecracker himself. So a power play coming here for the Ice Hogs. It'll be their second, and it'll be a 4-on-3 skate for 38 seconds. And then the Ice Hogs, for a brief time, will go on a 5-on-3 power play until Mike Scarbosa can come out of the box. But that'll only be for a couple of seconds. Face-off will come to the blocker side of Eric Comrie. Chris DiDomenico looks like he's all right. The officials chatting with him a little bit. But that was a healthy hit by Robinson, the former San Jose Barracuda and fifth-year pro. So Schilling out there with Cormier and Julian Melchiori. DiDomenico, Clendenning, Victor Aichel, and Cody Franson. The 4 skaters for the Ice Hogs. Plenty of ice to make a play. DiDomenico, false start on the draw. So Aichel will have to step in. Cormier is going to direct traffic with Aichel coming in. Power play number 2 about to get started here for the Ice Hawks. 7:30 to go in the second period. Lengthy delay, but now the puck is down. H.L. and Cormier stalemate. Manitoba will pull it out of the pile, and Melchiori will rip it down the length of the ice. Boarding call going against Buddy Robinson as Adam Clendenning will pick it out of his defensive zone. Clendenning right to left. Brings it into the offensive third for the Ice Hawks. Adam Clendenning tied up the right circle. Manitoba will swing it behind their own net. Now they're going to try for just an open lane to clear. Victor Aichel chasing it after it right as Manitoba will let it loose. And the Ice Hawks will once again have to set up inside their own zone. Stretch pass. Here's Aichel. Left side for Cody Franson. Franson will bring it into the offensive zone. Sets up at the left wing circle. Here's the 5-on-3 as Carroll comes out. Just 3 seconds of it, though. To the left wing point for Adam Clendenning. Carroll goes off to the bench for Camp. Onto Franson. Fires into the catching glove of Comrie, and he will hold on tight. So Carroll just came right across from the penalty box for David Camp, and now the 5-on-4 will set up for the Ice Hawks. 1 minute and 11 seconds of that power play. With 6:41 to go in the second period, it is a 2-1 Rockford Ice Hawks lead.
Well, it's just nice to see our defensemen being involved in the offense like that. I like it.
Cody Franson and Clendenning leading the charge into the zone there. David Camp is face off a false start against him. And that'll bring in a new centerman against Cam McLeese. It'll be Matthew Highmore that'll step in. Ice Hawks flag for a few false starts as Highmore will win this draw to the blue line. Victor Aichel tied up, goes across the ice. Highmore has a man sliding at his feet, but Aichel pulls it away. Victor Aichel right side for Camp, cuts out in front. Comrie the save, puck is underneath them. Everybody's swinging away. Moose, can they clear it? Goes to the blue line. Aichel comes back and gets a piece of it. Right side for Dahlstrom, middle of the ice for Camp. Camp between the circles, goes to the left side. He's got Anthony Lewis on to Dahlstrom, who will slow things down to Victor Aichel at the right wing circle. Aichel across for Lewis at the left wing dot. Anthony Lewis pulls up a shot and it deflects wide. Goes across Comrie and up the far boards. Dahlstrom, crafty play to keep it alive. Goes over to the near wing. He's got Lewis walking down the wall, backdoor. One-timer, pad save, rebound to Camp. Fires off the blocker of Comrie. Big stops by Comrie here on the power play for the Ice Hawks. Dahlstrom to Aichel, blocked out in front to Lewis, fires, and Comrie slides across to make the save. Eric Comrie, monstrous stops for the Manitoba Moose. 12 seconds left on the power play. Those were two wide open nets for the Ice Hawks, and Comrie comes flying out of nowhere. Victor Aichel denied on the right side. Anthony Lewis on the left. Well, here's Victor Svenberg. He'll dump it down. Power play comes to a close. Franson, middle of the ice, looking now. Let it go. Deflected just wide. Martinson got a piece of it on the backhand. Comes to Svenberg at the left point. He'll just immediately turn and fire. It gets blocked and goes across the ice. John Hayden out in neutral ice. Tried to glove it down and keep it in the zone. But that is an offside call against the Ice Hawks with 5:14 to go in the second period. It was an exciting power play, but the Ice Hawks come away empty-handed with that 3 seconds of a 5-on-3. They drop now to 1 for 3 in the contest. It is a 2-1 Rockford game. We'll step aside. You're listening and watching Rockford Ice Hawks hockey on the Ice Hawks Broadcast Network.
Your teeth? Generations Dental now offers Invisalign, and they can shape your smile faster. Dr. Tartaglia and Generations Dental is a full-service dental office. They offer more than just cleanings. Generations Dental can do crowns, bridges, and implants. They also help patients with sleep apnea. And if you're a patient who prefers to sleep through your procedure, Generations Dental offers sedation dentistry. Most insurances and care credit are accepted. Generations Dental, Countryside Mall, Route 76, Poplar Grove.
Are you sick of your job? Start your career with Gustafson's Furniture and Mattress. We are now hiring sales positions. If you love meeting new people, maybe a great career in sales at Gustafson's Furniture is right for you. Why Gustafson's? First, we have the best customers, and lots of them, and the best people to work with. We offer cash incentives, high customer traffic, and unlimited earning potential. At Gustafson's, you can earn more cash and earn more customers for life. Apply at either our Riverside or State Street locations today.
Gustafson's Furniture.
5:14 to go in the second period. The Rockford Ice Hawks lead the Manitoba Moose 2-1 here in game number 3. For all your shopping needs, stop by Oink Outfitters, located inside the BMO Harris Bank Center. Oink Outfitters is open from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturday. Fans can also shop online anytime at icehawks.com. Rockford had probably 2 or 3 great chances to open up the game, scoring even wider. They just came off a Solid power play in which they got multiple chances in on goaltender Eric Comrie. He came up with some dazzling saves to keep it a 1-goal Ice Hog lead. Manitoba left to right off the restart at center ice following the offside call that sent us to break. They'll dump it down, and Colindelia will keep play moving along. Ice Hogs will just slide it through center ice. Moose will pick it up at their own blue line. Here's Chase DeLeo, right wing boards. DeLeo into the offensive end, trying to backhand it out in front of Colindelia. That won't go. Slides around to the far side. Cody Franzen will just safely put it up the boards and out to center. Delayed offside against the Moose. They stopped it right on top of the blue line, so Franzen in a little bit more of an open room. He'll throw it up the near wing for Lance Boma. Boma gets the puck knocked out from underneath him, and the Moose in transition. Here's Patan. Lead pass for Cormier, broken up. Good read there by Cody Franzen. Left side for David Camp. Camp into the offensive zone. Weaves across the ice, now takes it to the far corner. Backhands it around for Chris DiDomenico. He'll reverse it back up that right side to the blue line. Has Darren Radish walking in. Radish centers it up. Comrie the save. Puck is underneath him somewhere. He's doing the full splits with his back resting against that far post, and Comrie will eventually get the stoppage and a whistle. 35 shots on goal for the Ice Hogs already in this hockey game, and we still have 4 minutes to go in the second period. Rockford 19 shots on goal here in the second period. We talked about the second period for the Ice Hogs in their previous playoff high of 18 shots back in Game 3 against Chicago. Boy, oh boy, Tim Matillo, they have wasted no time and no loose puck to turn it on Eric Comrie, who has certainly earned his face stump here this evening.
He's standing on his head right now. You called David Camp's name a lot today. He's been a factor in the hockey game for sure.
And he's been good breaking down the wings and curling towards the either top of the crease or between the circles to generate scoring opportunities like he did just there. He had a golden look in the first period as well. David Camp, surprisingly enough, no points for him in the playoffs through 5 games. And, of course, one of the several members of the Ice Hogs to come down from the Blackhawks once the Chicago season came to a close. But he hadn't played with the Ice Hogs since Christmas time. So it took him a moment to get adjusted, but now finding himself a good home here. Tyler Sakura, left wing side. A little give and go on a one-time effort. It gets blocked. Puck gets cleared out to center. Martinson kicks it on to John Hayden. Hayden, feed over the blue line. Will dump it in. Shallow, though, and Melchiori will take control at the bottom of the far circle for Manitoba. Melchiori, left wing side for Brendan Lemieux. He'll flip it end over end, cross corner dump, and Gustav Forsling will take it away. 3:28 to go in the second period. Forsling with the stretch right side. Victor Aitchel with some space. Victor Aitchel gets around Niku, but the puck jumps off his stick. And the Moose will counterattack. Left wing side. They'll move it into the zone. Here's J.C. Lapon. Lapon bottom of the circle. Now takes it to the outside of the far post. Had a chance to shoot it, but elected to hold on. They'll go to the blue line. Left wing point for Brody Sutter. Sutter, it's broken up. The Ice Hawks stretch it the other way. Here's Luke Johnson. Fires. Misses the net. He had a partial break on Eric Comrie, and Johnson rips it over top of the cage. Here's Matthew Highmore at the left circle. He'll turn and fire, and a pad stop coming from Eric Comrie. So Comrie now staring down 20 shots here in this second period. Ice Hawks D-to-D in their own zone. They're trying to wait for the line change to come out. Victor Aitchel on the home run pass from Adam Clendenning. He'll beat out the icing call. Moose tied up in the far corner of their own zone. Now they'll sling it left wing for DeLeo. Backhander across for Niku, and he'll escape to safety. Niku on to Scarbosa. Back to Niku. Looking for Scarbosa. Cutting to the front of the net. Broken up by Anthony Lewis, and Lewis left wing will lead it along for Peltier. Too far for him, and the Moose in the neutral zone will dump it on down. 2:20 to go in the second. It is a 2-1 Rockford lead. Ice Hogs in their defensive end of the ice. Looking out to center. Dahlstrom, lead pass. He's got Peltier in. Peltier holds up, looks for a shot, holds on too long, and the Moose come back and knock it away. He was looking to go past the entire time. That's 2 stretch pass breakaways the Ice Hogs have missed opportunities on. Manitoba powers this one back in the Ice Hog defensive zone. Franzen's going to try it again, this time looking for Lewis, but it gets knocked away at the last second. The stretch pass is working out for the Ice Hogs here at the tail end of the second period. That was 2 breaks for them, Peltier and Johnson, and neither one of them got a shot away. Manitoba and Brandon Lemieux right side. Wrister broken up by the shin pads of Victor Svedberg. Hop, skip, and a jump across the ice. Here's DiDomenico, right wing corner of his own zone. 1:26 left in the period. Out to Camp. Camp down the wall. He's got an on-man rush. Good play by Camp. Camp right side. Fires, and he misses the net. Ice Hogs, if they can hit the target, They're going to be sitting pretty. Lance Boma behind the net, finds DiDomenico. DiDomenico in that far corner, skates backwards, now centers it. Nothing there to the blue line, held in by Darren Radish. Great play by Radish. He'll just angle it down the far boards, takes the perfect bounce off the wall and goes right into the crease of Eric Comrie. A pair of 2-on-1 rushes and a breakaway, and the Ice Hawks cannot get that puck to go on net for whatever reason.
Well, if we had soccer nets right now, we'd have a commanding lead.
Lacrosse nets at that, but the Ice Hawks with those golden looks trying to pick the edges of Eric Comrie, which means that he's not giving the Ice Hawks a whole lot to work with right now. And you can see that with that William Peltier look. He had the clean drive, but he was looking past the whole way. 1:03 to go in the second period. Eric Comrie has been the reason why the Ice Hawks aren't up 6-1 right now. Draw will be to the left of the Moose goaltender. Manitoba will win it. They'll pull behind their net and get out to center. J.C. Lapon floats it ahead. Gustav Forsling and his skates will kick it back to the red line. But there's Cameron Schilling. He'll dump it right back into the near corner. Schilling in a season and a half in a Manitoba or in a Rockford Ice Hawks uniform. Tries to keep this moving forward for the Moose, but John Hayden, good body, knocks it away, and out to center we go again. 35 seconds left in the period. Darren Radish will pick up this puck. He'll flip it into the zone, gets it around the linesman. Sammy Niku's going to take him to the boards. Radish skates it all the way down to the far corner. Here's Tyler Sakura walking out with it. Sakura goes across the ice for Hayden. Couldn't get a one-timer away. Now hauls off a shot from the bottom of the left circle. It's blocked away. Andreas Martinson to the blue line for Gustav Forsling. Forsling fakes this shot, pulls back to the point, and now just rings it around the boards with a dozen seconds to go. Here's Andreas Martinson. He'll pick it up in the far corner. Martinson driving to the front of the net. Comrie the save. Rebound gets cleared away. A slow roller on down. 3 seconds left. It'll stop shy of an icing. And Darren Radish will pick it up as the horn sounds anyway to wrap up the second period. Well, how about that second period, Tim Mattila? The Moose on a great transition play, a minute and change in. They take a 1-0 lead, but the Ice Hawks, they strike quickly. 2 goals in just over a minute themselves to take a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, and actually we played better than the 2-1 lead shows. I mean, we really had some opportunities, some really beautiful passing, good puck movement, nice stretching the ice around. Very impressive.
Nice done.
Ice Hawks looking to build off of that and create even more in the third period. They have a 2-1 lead going into the Schnucks second intermission report. When we come back, we'll hear from some of the highlights on the radio side, the HL plays of the week. On the TV side, a news update. And then we'll get together, hear some of the highlights, break down the out-of-town scores, and get you all set up for the third period. Ice Hawks leading 2-1. You're listening and watching Rockford Ice Hawks hockey on the Ice Hawks Broadcast Network.
Flapper dresses, feathers, and fedoras are back in fashion during Prohibition Freeport on Saturday, July 14th. Downtown Freeport transforms into an old-fashioned speakeasy for this multi-location event. Al Capone has made his final run to this juice joint, and it's time to get all dolled up and nibble one. Wagner House has set the scene behind their secret door, so step back into old Chicago, where the brick wine and bathtub gin flow. And at any moment, the fuzz could raid the place. Prohibition Freeport, Saturday, July 14th at historic downtown Freeport. Get your multi-location punch card early. The bootlegging and backroom deals are done for a night of flapper dresses, feathers, and fedoras at Prohibition Freeport in historic downtown. Call 815-232-4408 for tickets and to learn more about this event and others. Give the Wagner House a like on Facebook. The Rustic Wagner House in Freeport.
Our assessment, it's the heart.
shall atone for all I have done.
Hope you're ready, because we start in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick some tail!
Great shadow looms.
You will not stand in my way.
Of course.
Oh dear. The beacons are energizing. You have to control them.
I've got you now!
The beacons have activated. Control them. Please let this work.
You will not stand in my way.
I've got you now!
Exemplary healing. Great shadow looms.
And stay down!
Grow shocked. I see visions and nightmares.
Away with you.
Fate waits for none of us.
Know your place!
I will deal with you myself. A great shadow looms. I will endeavor to return the favor.
Away with you.
My destiny awaits.
Away with you.
Choose a talent.
I see visions and nightmares. It is time I return to our core. I will use this well. A great shadow looms.
Away with you.
winds of change are howling.
And stay down!
It is time to act.
I'm unstoppable!
Excellent! The enemy will have to deal with a much larger wave of Zerg than we will.
Set things right.
Whatever you're doing, it can wait. You must deal with the Zerg.
Enough of you!
Take down!
Give on what for? Away with you.
And stay down!
For the sake of our future, I must fall back for now.
Know your place!
Did you get them all? I don't mean any offense. I just want to be sure.
I've got you now!
Deal with you. Onward.
And stay down!
I will endeavor to return the favor. Time goes short.
Wow! Took that one like a champ. Hey, that was our fort! There goes a fort!
This conflict has not yet reached its conclusion.
Looks like the beacons are reactivating.
My way. There is much at stake. The winds of change are howling.
The beacons are now online. Please
Thank you,
keep them out of
healer.
enemy hands.
Great shadow looms. Onward. It is time. Onward. I must fall back for now. I will endeavor to return the favor.
Choose a talent.
Of course. For Azeroth!
That's no escape.
That's enough from you.
Enough of you.
Onward. There is much at stake. Your time grows short. I see visions. It is time to direct my mana.
Okay, that was just mean. Hey, those forts don't grow on trees. Or maybe they do.
I knew this was a reckless plan. Legions of Zerg have caught our scent. Oh!
Quick, defend our fort! Onward. I feel myself. We must change our world. It's time to act.
The Zerg are eliminated. I went into the sciences to avoid this sort of thing.
I see visions. Away with you. Of course.
Choose a talent.
For the sake of our future. It is time.
Bring it on!
Set things right.
powers his way into the offensive zone, ran to the linesman. Linesman hits the deck. That was a bit of an uncomfortable jump in there. That was linesman Riley Bolzan. Just fell on his side, and Manitoba will dig it out from underneath him. Moose right wing. Here's Brendan Lemieux. He'll flip it from the red line into the far corner. Clendenning to pick it up. He'll now tap it on to Carl Dahlstrom. Left wing for David Camp. 15:26 to go. Camp into the offensive zone for Boma. Boma trying to stick handle in front. Diving effort from Julian Melchiori to break up the play. Ice Hawks keep it alive, though. Here's DiDomenico. DiDomenico on to Lance Boma. Boma, he's had himself quite a few offensive chances along with his line mate and David Camp. David Camp and Boma behind the Manitoba net. Little 2-on-2 battle there. That puck pretty well lodged up against the backboards. Referees sleeping in, saying keep moving, and the Ice Hawks are going to win it out. Here's David Camp to the blue line. He's got Darren Radish right point. Wrists are on its way, blocked by his zone man, and Boma comes to Camp. One-timer to DiDomenico. Partially fanned on to Forsling. Fires in and out of the blocker of Comrie, and Lance Boma on the rebound. This line is buzzing for the Ice Hawks. Here's Camp to the blue line for Radish. Across for Forsling. Fires away. Block becomes right to DiDomenico at the far circle. Chris DiDomenico takes it for a skate. He'll move to the middle of the ice. DiDomenico swings over to the far side. Wrister off a stick, and that will be an opportunity for Manitoba to clear it on down. It'll easily go for an icing call. What a shift there. Lance Boma, David Camp, and Chris DiDomenico.
Camp's looking outstanding.
The goal line.
Camp looks outstanding. He doesn't have any points, right? I mean, you don't have to score points to have a good hockey game, and he looks solid.
33 games of the Blackhawks this year, 7 goals and 11 assists. The rookie out of the Czech Republic. He has been certainly noticeable here tonight for the Rockford Ice Hawks. And the way he's playing, you feel like it's just a matter of time, and almost surprising that he doesn't have a playoff point. The way he's going, of course, Lance Boma, he's had multiple shots and shot attempts here this evening. 14:26 to go in the third period. Ice Hawks leading 2-1. Drawn to the left side of Eric Comrie following the icing call. The Hogs will win it. Johnson to the blue line for Cody Franson. Franson down the near side. Intercepted by Jan Kostelek. Kostelek will send it into the seats. And that's going to be another whistle. It'll be in the Manitoba bench. So it'll at least give the Moose a chance to make a change here. But the draw will come back into their defensive zone. The Rockford Ice Hawks have a ticket plan to fit your schedule. Season seats, mini plans, premium suites, and more are available for you to choose from. You can save money off the web fees, face price, and even learn how to get free parking, among many benefits. Check out the Ice Hawks at icehawks.com to see all of them, or sign up and give them a call at 815-986-6465. Draw to the left side of Comrie. Ice Hawks win it. Matthew Highmore being attacked from behind. Got hooked up for a moment, but now Beaubier will race it on out to center ice for the Manitoba Moose. He gets stopped just inside the blue line. Cody Franson, long lead pass for Luke Johnson. Johnson into the offensive zone. Tracks it down in the near corner. Now swings it around backside of the head of Comrie. Comes up at the left circle for Victor Aichel. On to Johnson across for Clendenning. Fakes the shot, now takes it. Comrie the save. He juggled it. Highmore in the area, but Comrie will eventually track it down and hold on to the rebound. That'll give us a promo timeout on the ice. Hogs leading at 2-1 here in game number 3, 13:53 to go in the third. You're listening and watching Rockford Ice Hawks hockey on the Ice Hawks Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is Mike Barr with Crimson Assisted Living for a family member or friend. Please know that we're committed to providing a lifestyle.
Hey, I've had sex with more than 2
family, friends, and community.
Hello, I'm Bill Henning. I live here at Crimson Point. My daughter's a physical therapist, and she began searching for a place for me, and this place was highly recommended, and she and her husband came over to check it out, and they said, "You're going to like it, Dad. It's nice. It's what you'd expect. It's a place that is friendly, very helpful, because everybody's new when they first come here, and that's awkward as heck. And you've had changes in your life when you come here, and but everybody understands that, and everybody's very helpful. So I'm well taken care of."
Crimson Point Senior Living off Perryville by Crimson Ridge. To learn more about our community, stop in and take a tour, or visit us on the web at life@crimsonpoint.com.
13:53 to go in the third period. The Rockford Ice Hawks leading the Manitoba Moose 2-1 here in Game 3 action of the Central Division Finals. Plenty of other games rolling along as well as the other division finals out of the Western Conference. The Texas Stars, a 2-0 lead on Tucson right now. About 10 minutes left in the third period there. They're still in overtime. Charlotte and Lehigh Valley, first overtime, tied up at 1. And, of course, tonight's matchup here at BMO Harris Bank Center, Game 4 between the Moose and the Ice Hogs, will be on Friday. 7 o'clock Central Time puck drop here in the Forest City. Luke Johnson, an offensive zone face-off for the Hogs with Highmore and Aichel. Manitoba, though, will win it away. And out to center ice, a stretch pass, Jake Kulvik. Sends it ahead for DeLeo and Patan. They'll tip it into the near corner of Colin Delia. Shots 38-27 in favor of the Ice Hogs. The shots haven't been as abundant as what we saw in the second period, but the Ice Hogs have still been able to make Eric Comrie work away. Well, here come the Moose. Right wing side, rising wrister from Charles David Baudouin from the point. This one deflects over top of Delia and ends up carrying around the near side. And the Ice Hogs will get it out to center. Shots, in fact, here in this third frame. Ice Hogs with a 2-1 lead. So a lot fewer chances for both clubs after the Ice Hogs had 21 in the second. Manitoba with 12. Moose left wing will chip it into the offensive zone. They fail to gain the red line, though, so this is another icing call, which we've had quite a few here in the third period and in the game overall. Draw will come to the glove hand side of goaltender Eric Comrie. Comrie 1-0 against the Ice Hogs in the regular season. In fact, one of his games was against the Chicago Blackhawks, where he faced off against his counterpart from this evening in Colin Delia in late March. That was Delia's NHL debut, and he earned the win in that one as well. So Delia and Comrie, two Southern California natives. They played youth hockey, travel hockey against each other. They played against each other here on a big stage in the American Hockey League. They played against each other in the National Hockey League. But when you ask either goaltender, hey, you know, are you friendly with the other one? Do you get to talk? Use your off-season regiments, cross paths? Other than acquaintances, they've never met each other. Believe it or not. From such a small hockey community of Southern California to all the way to the National Hockey League stage, they've only been acquaintances. And that's what both goaltenders said in recent media scrums. Manitoba to the left side of Eric Comrie will win the draw and fly it out to center ice. Buddy Robinson, right wing boards, long distance wrist shot off target, ends up in the near corner, and Darren Radish will flip it out to center ice. Radish to the attacking blue line. Melchiori gloves it down. Tanner Carroll hot on his heels, so Melchiori will spin it back behind his own net. Up the right side for Brendan Lemieux. Through center and into the offensive zone. Lemieux goes all the way down to the corner. Lost his stick. He was looking for Robinson to help out, but Gustav Forsling is on it for the Ice Hog defense. Forsling brings it around to the near side, turns the puck over. Cormier goes across the far wing, slap out in front of Delia. The redirection was there, but it was wide of the net. Close one as the Ice Hogs return it to center ice. Cormier, Melchiori were sizing up an opportunity there off a turnover from Forsling and just could not tip this one in on target. 12 minutes to go here in the third period. Ice Hogs a 2-1 lead. Manitoba in their zone trying to quickly pass out to center. Michael Spacek, he'll burst into the zone. Spacek left side will dump it in. Delia out to play. It'll swing it around far wing. Held in by David Baudouin. Baudouin comes up the near side. Now centers it up onto Patan. Wrist shot, and this one deflects up out in front of Colin Delia. Puck behind the net for Cody Franson. Franson goes to the far corner now, kicks up his heels and brings it to center ice. Franson to the red line. Now he'll dump it down, and the Ice Hogs will make a change here. 11 and a half to go. In period at number 3, Ice Hogs a 2-1 lead, trying to grab a 3-0 series lead. Manitoba to the red line. They will dump it down. Adam Clendenning will pick it up. Fresh skaters out there for the Ice Hogs. Up the middle of the ice for Lance Boma. He's out there with Camp. Keep an eye on those two. Camp tackled away from the puck as Boma brings it down the near wing. Camp a little slow to get up. Out to the blue line. DiDomenico with it. Chris DiDomenico flips a pass right side for Adam Clendenning. Juggled. Now Rister fought off by the blocker hand of Comrie. Able to watch it all the way in. David Camp with the rebound. A little touch from Dahlstrom, but back to Camp. He'll go to the far corner. Swinging in as DiDomenico jars it free, but right to Beaubier for Manitoba, who will whip it out to the neutral zone. Beaubier, right wing side, finds J.C. LaPon. He'll flip it into the offensive zone. Lands far corner. Moose first one on it. They'll go back to the blue line. Beaubier is there again. Sticks it down the wall. Gives it right on over to Luke Johnson, who will wallop it out to center ice. 10.5 to play in the third period. Manitoba needing to make a change here. They'll hit the red line and dump it down. Here's Dahlstrom, left wing side for Victor Agel. Agel lost control. Moose get it right back. Scarbosa down the far wing. Backhanded around the net. Comes on to DeLeo at the corner. On to Melchiori. Across the ice. Wrister from, that was Niku, and it was off the mark. I think he was anticipating a deflection in front. Comes to Scarbosa. Scarbosa centers it up. And he had Patan right there, but immediately met by an Ice Hog defender, and Rockford will bring it right back out to center. Here's Luke Johnson across the line. Johnson down the near wing. Throws it towards Eric Comrie, hits off his blocker and ends up going across the ice. Victor Agel has it tied up at the top of the circle. Agel trying to swing away at it. Manitoba is at his feet. Agel, though, with a little bit of help from Matthew Highmore. He'll put it down the wall. Highmore will take it the rest of the way. Goes behind the net of Comrie and got bumped. Ran out of real estate, and Melchiori right side will throw it all the way down. This will be an icing call against the Moose. And an offensive zone faceoff coming up there. Tell you what, not a lot of shots, not a lot going on, but if you're a member of the Rockford Ice Hogs, that was superb defense on display there. Any pass, any option for Manitoba, you were either met with a stick or a shoulder almost immediately.
Absolutely. You feel like if we can get one more goal, as tight as this third period is, that we'd have the game. That's what it feels like anyway.
Draw to the right side of Comrie after the icing call. Ice Hogs win it, but sweeping around is DeLeo, who will rush out to center ice. Chase DeLeo left side. Great poke check by Victor Svedberg, who caught up to him. Svedberg will flip it out to center ice. Tanner Carroll on a 50-50 puck. Big hit. He gets run right into by Charles David Baudouin, and Carroll gets the puck in the offensive zone. If he was able to jump around him, that would have been a breakaway. Tanner Carroll, right wing circle, on to William Peltier at the top of the dot. He'll skate with it. Peltier down the wall, draws two defenders with him. Now centers it up for Anthony Lewis. Fans on the shot. It just rolled right off the toe of his stick, and Brendan Lemieux will bring it the other way. Big hit there by Tanner Carroll to get things going for the Ice Hogs again. Here's Anthony Lewis in his own zone. Tried to clear it, kept alive. Pickpocketed.
Nice.
Tyler Sakura. That sneaky Tyler Sakura just lifted the stick of Lemieux and swiped it out to center. Lemieux was sizing up a shot, and Sakura just came right on in and stole it away from him. 8.5 to go here in the third period. Manitoba pushing. They keep it alive again. Martinson overskates the puck. Here's Schilling. Wrist shot. This one way wide to the glove side. Pulled off the far boards. Another shot attempt. That gets blocked. Dahlstrom steps in the way. Sakura behind the net. Clendenning. Right side for Martinson. Martinson levels Schilling and gets it out to center. Manitoba, though, has the quick turnaround. Ice Hogs trying to make a change here. DiDomenico, fresh from the bench. He'll break it up for a moment. Now a stretch pass by the Moose up the middle for Cam McLeese. He'll tip it into the far corner. In comes Adam Clendenning. He and David Camp doing a number on the backside of McLeese. McLeese now swings, puts his back to the boards, and locks that puck up in skates. Waiting for LaPond to come in. Little 2-on-2 scrum in the far corner. Great board battle. Ice Hogs are going to win it out. Carl Dahlstrom takes his man to the outside. Lands Boma on the backhand. Gets it to center, and here come the Ice Hogs 2-on-2. David Camp, drop pass for DiDomenico. DiDomenico for Boma. Overskates the puck. Ice Hogs trying to be a little too fancy now. Manitoba down the right side. Beauvier taken out by Gustav Forsling. Ice Hogs right side. It hits a partition. Cannot get the clear. Now DiDomenico will go. 3-on-1 if they hurry. DiDomenico across. Broken up by Brody Sutter. Ice Hogs get it back though, but they are way offside, so they'll have to dump it down. Play opening up here a little bit here in the third, Tim. 7:13 to go in the third. Here's Manitoba right side. Nick Patan, spinorama backhander, fought off by Colin Delia. Rebound, carries up the near wall. Kulovic holds onto it at the left wing point. On to Patan again. Rising wrist shot over top of the net. Comes up the far side. Wrister from the blue line, fought off by Delia and the Ice Hogs. Rush out the other way. Victor Agel trying to stick handle, and he lost control. Comes to Luke Johnson, though. Johnson had his stick lifted at the last moment. Stick handles away from danger. Luke Johnson putting on a display down the far wing. He'll backhand it up the boards. And if you wouldn't know it, it goes off the glass and out of play. So that's what brings us to a halt here in the third period. Action on both ends of the ice. 6:42 left in this third. Ice Hogs a 2-1 lead. You're listening and watching Rockford Ice Hogs hockey on the Ice Hogs Broadcast Network.
Are you Dental now offers Invisalign, and they can shape your smile faster. Dr. Tartaglia and Generations Dental is a full-service dental office. They offer more than just cleanings. Generations Dental can do crowns, bridges, and implants. They also help patients with sleep apnea. And if you're a patient who prefers to sleep through your procedure, Generations Dental offers sedation dentistry. Most insurances and care credit are accepted. Generations Dental, Countryside Mall, Route 76, Poplar Grove.
Gustafson's Furniture is moving and expanding.
After 20 years, Gustafson's is moving from Riverside to our expanded location at State Street.
Each room is up to 50% off at a Riverside location. We'd rather move it to your house than to our State Street store.
Up to 50% off all mattresses, living room sets, bedrooms, dining, and accessories up to half off.
Hurry! Everything's up for grabs, only while supplies last. During Gustafson's Moving and Expansion Sale, Riverside.
Gustafson's Furniture, and you.
Under 7 minutes to go in the third period of action. The Rockford Ice Hogs leading the Manitoba Moose 2-1. All the goals came in the second period. Play opening up here in the third. Just 6 total shots, however. Ice Hogs have had plenty of
this time until the
rushes
end of
into the
time,
offensive zone, but almost being a little too cute with the puck, just cannot end up with shots on Eric Comrie. Neutral zone face-off following the puck getting knocked up and out of play.
That's so very touching.
Shots overall 38-30 in favor of the Ice Hogs. William Peltier will step in to take this face-off after Carroll had to leave. Anthony Lewis on this line as well, with Svedberg and Cody Franzen on the backside. Go-ahead goal by Victor Aidschel. Back in the second period after Manitoba would open up the game scoring. Tyler Sakura would tie it up with a power play goal, and then Aidschel a little over a minute later. Well, Manitoba, here they are in the offensive zone. They're looking to tie things up again, but the shot gets blocked. Anthony Lewis brings it to center. Here's Caro up the middle for Peltier. Peltier drops it off to Lewis across the line. Anthony Lewis swings behind the net, sends it up for Peltier. He scores! Beautiful passing play. Lewis finds Peltier, and the Ice Hogs take a 3-1 lead with 6 minutes to go in the third. Great heads-up look by Lewis to find Peltier, and it's a 2-goal lead.
Outstanding performance. That was a beautiful pass and a stick on the ice to finish it. And I think that's it. Obviously, you know, you play it out, but knock on wood. But the way it's been so tight, that's a huge advantage right now.
William Peltier, the big-time goal here in the third period, his 4th goal of the postseason. Or no, pardon me, I got my numbers all mixed up. That's his 2nd of the postseason, as he makes it a 3-1 lead. 6:08 to go in the third from Anthony Lewis and Tanner Carroll. For Tanner Carroll, that'll be his 2nd assist. For Anthony Lewis, finds himself up on the score sheet, his 4th assist of the playoffs. Manitoba looking to get back into this one, and they need to in a big way. Under 6 to go now here in the third. Ice Hog defense going to lock down as best as possible. Moose, though, in the offensive zone following the restart. Here's Brendan Lemieux, shouldered off the puck by Carl Dahlstrom. Dahlstrom, left wing for John Hayden, cannot get it out of the zone. Out to Buddy Robinson, fires, patted down by Colin Delia. Puck is loose, ends up behind the net. Big stop by Delia. Brendan Lemieux trying to get underneath his skin a little bit. Delia swings at him. Meanwhile, the Ice Hogs fire it out to center ice. Both teams, puck is loose, ends up behind the net. Big stop by Delia. Brendan Lemieux trying to get underneath his skin a little bit. Delia swings at him. Meanwhile, the Ice Hogs fire it out to center ice. Both teams trying to make some changes on the fly, but the puck turned over. Here goes Lance Boma. Boma fires just over top of the net. Comes over the near side for Darren Radish. Radish down to the near corner for Tanner Carroll. Carroll will chase out Melchiori. Melchiori with the lone goal for the Moose so far. 5 minutes left in the third period. Manitoba right side. They'll hit the red line and dump it down. Both teams finishing up some other short shifts here. Ice Hogs fail to clear, however. Puck comes up the right side to the blue line. Baudouin, his cross-ice pass tipped away. Lance Boma, he has stayed out there. He needs a shift change as Manitoba in the red line. But Boma's going to steal it away. Lance Boma, he'll dump it in. And that'll green light the Ice Hogs to swap out some personnel. 4:40 to go in period at number 3. Ice Hogs up 3-1. Manitoba right side. Go bursting down the wing. DeLeo to the far corner. Taken away. Darren Radish, good heads up play. Goes up the middle. Victor Aidschel has to come in and help out Luke Johnson. Johnson was bodied up immediately. Manitoba's going to be pushing everything. Man on man, force any turnover they can. Down by 2. Rockford trying this breakout again. Here's Matthew Highmore, right wing side. Highmore, a flip dump to the near corner. Rolls around, and the Moose will start it out the other direction. 4:06 left in the third. Manitoba left wing. Sutter onto LaPon, who will dump it down. Victor Svenberg picks it up, and Svenberg will rip it around the far side. Angel, crafty lift of a stick, and it'll help it out to center ice. Here's Melchiori, who will blast it on through. Julian Melchiori. He'll rip it around, and Svenberg will wait for it all the way along the far wing, and he'll just send it down once again. This time it'll go for an icing. With 3:46 left in the third period, Ice Hogs out in front. 3-1, big time goal by William Peltier from Anthony Lewis and Tanner Caro. Eric Comrie's going to come to the bench. So the Moose are going to pull their goaltender with 3:46 left. So 6 on 5, and they pull him early. Why not take a gamble?
Yeah, it's always that question, you know, when do you pull your goalie? But you're down 2, not down 1, so definitely you're going to pull them earlier than you would normally.
So the Ice Hogs really looking to seal the deal. If they can grab an empty net tally, they win the face-off and send it up the left side. Not out of the zone, however. Angel sticks it to the point, held in, long-distance shot, in and out of the catching glove of Colin Delia as Schilling pulled the trigger from the right point. Ice Hogs send it up the near side, and Niku will take control. Again, the net is empty. 3.5 to go here in period number 3. The Moose taking a gamble, trying to get the extra attacker out there and get some offense here in the Ice Hogs zone. Victor Svenberg from below his own goal line. He's going to shoot for the empty net, and he sends it wide. An icing call against the Ice Hogs. Manitoba sent all of their players to the boards thinking he was going to wrap it around. So really, his best option was to go right up the middle, and he just sends it wide. 3:13 left in the third.
Well, I think we talked about it with the Wolves game. With a 2-goal lead, let your players go ahead and take that chance, because the risk reward, that game's over if you make it. If it's a 1-goal lead, you're probably telling them not to shoot that puck.
Draw will be into the right side of Colin Delia off this icing. Tanner Caro against Patrice Cormier, a big-time defensive zone face-off. Manitoba being told to back off the draw here a little bit on the outside of the circle. Is Caro ready to go? Caro's going to win the draw. Sends it to the near boards. Ice Hogs put it up the wall, but it'll land in the Rockford bench as John Kostelek, a diving effort trying to keep it in. It looks like he may have taken a tip into the bench as well, and that's going to give us a promo timeout on the ice. Don't see that too often when the goaltender comes off before the ice crew on a dry screen. We'll take a step aside. 3:09 to go in the third. Rockford a 3-1 lead here in game number 3. You're listening and watching Rockford Ice Hogs hockey on the Ice Hogs Broadcast Network.
The road to West Egg leads to downtown Freeport. Embrace the 1920s jazz age with bubbles, not bootlegs. Step into the world of flappers, feathers, fedoras, and a night that could be taken straight from the pages of The Great Gatsby. When you step into the Wagner House, you step back to the time of bootlegging, newsies, and gin joints. Wednesday, May 16th, bubbles, not bootlegs, at the Wagner House will feature tastings of champagne, prosecco, sparkling wine, and hors d'oeuvres. Get your tickets for this jazz-filled, glamorous, pre-prohibition Freeport event by calling the Wagner House at 815-232-4408. For information on this event and others, give the Wagner House a like, and not bootlegs event, and ask how you could get a discount on the upcoming Prohibition Freeport multi-location event on July 14th. The Rustic Wagner House in Freeport, where they've reimagined fun.
3:09 to go in the third period. The Rockford Ice Hogs leading Manitoba 3-1. Net is empty for the Moose to our right. So 6-on-5 Manitoba putting all the chips in now. Going to try and get something going in front of goaltender Colin Delia and a smothering Ice Hogs defense. Manitoba wins the face-off in the offensive zone. Schilling at the left point. Rister on its way, just deflects past the far post of Colin Delia. He had about 5 bodies in front of him, and it rolls wide. Out to the right point for Niku, across for Schilling. He'll fire this one. Colin Delia gets a piece of it, and it comes up the near side. Ice Hogs will flip it out to center ice. Lance Boma is going to pick it up. Boma with the empty net. His backhander off the mark. 2:39 to go in the third. Manitoba trying to swap out some personnel. Ice Hogs, if they can win this one, they will take a 3-0 series lead. Moose right side. They'll blast it through center and all the way down. Quick touch by Patan, and here's Carl Dahlstrom on the turnover. Dahlstrom, though, cannot get it out to center ice. Ice Hogs get the distance shot away. Delia the save. And Manitoba has to come back out to center. 2 minutes left here in the third. Moose right side. They kick it into the zone. Robinson to the far corner. Lemieux turns it over. Here's Highmore. Matthew Highmore, lead pass. Looking for Martinson. Cannot go down. Andreas Martinson going to try and beat out the icing call. He does. Great work by Martinson, but he cannot keep the puck with him. J.C. Lapon bringing it out the other way. Right side, he's got Patan. Patan into the offensive zone. Bodied up by Dahlstrom. Patan taken to the far glass. Now into the corner. Behind the net backhander. He's got Lapon. Left wing point for his man in Robinson. Fires, pad save by Delia.
Oh.
Rebound is cleared away to the near circle. Moose pulling off the wall and fire. Another save coming by Delia. To the left wing point for Niku. Across for Schilling. Schilling at the top of the right dot for Patan. Patan looking. Goes across to Buddy Robinson. Fires!
Oh.
And a great save by Colin Delia! Robinson was wide open, and Delia robs him. Patan at the right circle, turns it over to Highmore. Highmore to center, empty net, he scores! Highmore with the goal, but how about that save from Colin Delia? 4-1 Ice Hogs with 1:14 left in the third. Delia, absolute larceny on Buddy Robinson at the left circle, and Highmore goes down to celebrate with his goalie. Fantastic. Ice Hogs will put another 4 spot on the Manitoba Moose, and in 1 minute and 14 seconds, they will have a 3-0 series lead.
Wow.
Restart at center, tied up. Comrie will return. Kulvik will pull it out for Manitoba. Now right side, he'll shovel it along. Hands it off to Cam McLeese, who will send it around Colin Delia. 1 minute left here in this one. William Peltier takes the bump, but he does get it to center ice. Moose quickly turn it around. Right side, Brody Sutter moves it along and ends up pushing this one into the far corner of Colin Delia. Matthew Highmore. They're saying it's unassisted, but I wish you could give that big save by Colin Delia.
Yeah.
And the rebound to Delia to Highmore to help him out. The assist there, 24 seconds left here in this one. 4-1 Ice Hogs. A buzzing BMO Harris Bank Center on their feet. Manitoba across the red line. Chase DeLeo cannot get it into the zone. Here's Aitchel. His shot gets blocked. Aitchel brings it back down to center. 8 seconds left. He'll chase it into the near corner. Kostelek will handle it for the Moose. 2 seconds left. Kostelek swings it left side. The horn sounds, and the Ice Hogs have a 3-0 series lead. 4-1 winners over Manitoba here tonight. Tyler Sakura, Victor Aitchel, William Peltier, and Matthew Highmore. The goals to complement a 36-save performance from Colin Delia. The Ice Hogs are 6-0 in the playoffs, and they have the Manitoba Moose on the edge of elimination, and they can send them home on Friday night in game number 4.
Well, truly a team effort. They were playing two-way hockey. Every line was playing two-way hockey, back-checking, doing all the little things. You don't have to be on the score sheet to know that that was an outstanding performance by all 4 lines.
Rockford takes this one by a final of 4-1. Your shots 41-37 in favor of the Ice Hogs. Plenty of action, and the Ice Hogs, they use another big second period to send them to victory. Well, stick around, won't you, for the Rockford Ice Hogs postgame show. We'll hear from some of the highlights and more as the Ice Hogs winners here in game number 3 over Manitoba. You're listening and watching Rockford Ice Hogs hockey on the Ice Hogs Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is Mike Barr with Crimson Point Senior Living. If it's time to consider assisted